Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. This is Q&A Sundays. Give you guys a few minutes to get up in here. Happy Easter. Happy quarantine Easter. You guys are, hide eggs in the house, and then you guys can go find them. But by now, you probably know every single inch of the house by now. Hello, Jewel. Welcome. First one in the stream. Welcome. I had a good collaboration with God, what was his name? I always keep forgetting his YouTube name. It was good. I hope he posts a video. He hasn't posted a video, but it was a good one. We had a good conversation. Power and strategy. It's a good collab. It was it wasn't even planned either. I just saw he was on live. I went over to his channel. He was talking about child support and stuff like that, and I just jumped in there. Happy Easter, Randy. Hey, ain't this got to be the strangest Easter out of the whole century, right? Quarantine Easter. I didn't even know it was Easter until my girlfriend told me it was there. Welcome, everybody. Come on in here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome to the Savings Minus Debt family. Today is where you can ask any personal finance question, anything to do with personal finances, especially during this time. I know there's a lot of questions, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Should I pull from my 401k? Should I do this? Should I pay off debt? Should I not pay off debt? Should I save my money? What's up, NC Biggs? Well, he hasn't posted it yet, NC Biggs, else I would, but I don't know maybe he's going to edit it first. I'm not sure what he's going to do, but it's not up yet. What's up, Reese? What's up, Mark? Hello. Today is a Q&A, so where you can answer. We're going to go as long as there are questions pertaining to finances that you may want answered by me or any SMD family member, maybe. I'm not saying that I have all the answers, but if you have some, come on in here. If you're not out there Easter egg hunting, can't even get together, all the kids or anything, because social distancing. So I guess that's all ruined. Holidays are not even going to mean the same thing. This is going all the way till next year. So you might as well cancel Thanksgiving. You might as well cancel Christmas. What other holidays? Trick or treat. That's out. October 31st. Done. That's not happening. What else is not happening? Summer. Summer's pretty much canceled. Yep, you guys might as well cancel summer. Summer's canceled. The first in my entire 50 years of life where summer's canceled. Summer is canceled. Get on in here. Black Friday. Yeah, that's definitely canceled. All that crazy nonsense of going in the stores and fighting over the one TV that's on sale, that's canceled. Randy says, let's see, with the stimulus checks going out next week, do you think that'll be another round? Another round of stimulus checks? Put it this way, Randy, and this is just my opinion. It has to be another round of stimulus checks. It has to be, because what's going to happen when the stimulus money runs out and there's no jobs to even make more money? Something has to happen by the summer. It has to. Hello, Nicer. Welcome. Get in here. Limit for Life. Hello. Good afternoon. Is your child listening today? Tell her she's a girl, right? Yeah, I remember it was a girl, right? I hope so. Tell her I said hello. Get on in here. Man, I wonder what kids are what are kids gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? This got to be rough for kids, because they don't really understand what's happening. They don't know. They don't really. I can't see them comprehending. There's a virus that kills people. You know what I'm saying? How do you comprehend that to a kid? You know. LA Sport Live. Hello. You really think it's going on past summer? I doubt it. Most people will be broke by then. People being broke has nothing to do with it going past summer. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm saying it's going till next summer, 2021. Ain't nothing happening, in my opinion. Nothing is happening until the cure for coronavirus comes out. Until that happens, nothing is going to change. Nothing. You know what? It's like this, LA Sports Live. They are still shutting down stuff, right? They're shutting down parks. They're gating off stuff. And people, as they're now they're only letting so many people in grocery stores, and people really believe it's gonna be done by April 30th or May. No, it's getting worse. That's called normalcy. What's up, Quentin? Welcome. Beautiful day today here in South Carolina, ain't it? Beautiful. She likes the video and says hi, hello. NC Big says, LJ, I just watched the video. Did you get my message about the monopoly? I did. Oh yeah, I did. I haven't responded to you. I'm sorry. I did, sir. Appreciate it. Get a lot of messages coming through for some unknown reason. Not sure why. No. Beautiful day today. But anyway, this is a Q&A Sunday. This is about you guys. Any questions? I'll give you my opinion, but my opinion of the whole quarantine thing, this is 18 months. To me, it's going 18 months. Unless something major happens by the summer, after people run out of money, because people's stimulus money will be gone by the summer. That will be gone. What's going to happen then? A second round of stimulus checks? If not, people are going to be stealing. You think people are just going to starve, let their kids starve? No, there's going to be theft. That's coming if something doesn't change. Click clack. And they're not going to be breaking in your house to steal TVs, because they're worthless. They're going to be breaking in your house to steal food and guns and bullets. That's what's going to happen. NC Big says, your idea on me stopped my 401k for a while. Your idea on me stopped my 401k for a while. I'm not sure what you're meaning by that, NC Biggs. Gabriel says, LJ, do you think the feds run a Ponzi scheme? A Ponzi scheme on what, Gabriel? What are you talking about? Quentin says, LJ, you might have the cleanest old model SUV out there. I try to, you know what it is? It's that debt-free living. It's that debt-free living, Quentin. Debt-free, man. Anything that goes wrong under my truck, it gets a brand new part. Like I got to get some work done on the front end. Some I forgot what those things are called. Those things that they're compressed inside of they're like joints of a car, but they're compressed inside there. So I got to get that whole both sides, top bar, top control arm, lower control arm, upper control arm on both sides, and a few other things. It's gonna run about $1,500 to get it all fixed. But it's gonna about $1,500 to get it fixed. But I don't care. Fix it. Call me when it's done. That's all I want to know. Call me when it's done. But I'm gonna get that work done probably because auto parts stores are open right now. I mean, not auto repair shops are open right now. Plus, I got to get a new freaking oil pan on it because the drain plug is stripped. So right now I got an oversized drain plug stuck in there right now. So what's up, Dave Sincere? Thank you, sir. My Yukon's clean. Yeah, I love that car. I love that truck, man. You know what I love about it, man? Every year that goes by, every year that it gets older, it gets actually newer. You know, it's the weirdest thing. It's like it's going reverse in time. Everywhere I go, everybody's like, hey, man, how much you want for it? That's clean. You want it? You want to sell it? Every time I bring it to I got a shop down here that I bring it. That's the only shop I bring it to here. Every time I come in there, you ready to sell it yet, man? You really just ready to sell it yet? Nope. NC Big says your idea on me stopping my 401k for a while until this all changes. Yeah. I mean, you have to stop. How much do you know how much is in your 401k, NC Biggs? Because if you got a lot to cover, if you got enough in there to cover to pay off student loans, I would pay off my student loans with that 401k money for sure. The Sky, what's up, man? How you doing? This brother right here, man. First time we got on the phone, I already knew. Him and I was on the same page. What's going on? Happy Easter to everyone. Welcome back. I have to get my workout in. Hey, man, you got to get creative now. No gyms. They're closing down. I was like, cool, they closed down the gyms. I'll just go to the kiddie parks and work out at the kiddie park. Sorry, those are closed. So now I got to get creative, man, because check this out. And I got to get on it. I don't want you guys thinking that I've been hard at it. I'm still sliced up the way you see me in those videos. Right now, I got to get creative. I done fell off. Now, when I say fall off, I'm not saying I've let myself get fat. I'm saying that I'm not sliced up. All right. So now I look at it this way. If I can get sliced up in a quarantine, while in quarantine, you know how on top I will be once the quarantine is over? Oh, man, that's my new goal, though. That's my new goal. Get sliced up in quarantine with no weights, using just household stuff. But I'm going to share with you guys all the stuff I'm using. Dave says, when you're debt-free, your whole mindset is different. A complete paradigm shift. It sure is. It's totally different, man. That truck, man, now mind you, that truck did not look like that when I first bought it. I want you guys to understand is it did not look like that. Quentin says, you and I might have the cleanest SUV. I know, I like it clean, man. You know, when we met up at the Starbucks, and then I drove in front of you, then I looked in my rear view mirror. I saw that you had some the front end had some different colored lights in there. I think you got them halogen, those bluish looking lights. I was like, man, you got it looking clean. That was clean, man. That's that. Hey, Quentin, that's that paid off look. That's that I have the title look. LA Sports Live says, us being on lockdown past June makes no sense to me. Yeah, it's really not going to make sense to you when we go 18 months. When we go 18, all you got to do is look. This is not even a very difficult prediction. Look, do you really believe something's going to change by April 30th? As they're locking us down further, people are being required to wear masks. This is going 18 months. Unless the president says, hey, I have the cure for coronavirus, we have the cure, nothing is going to change. Nothing. Planet, the gyms that we used to always go to, Planet Fitness, 24-hour fitness, LA Fitness, they're done. They might as well close their doors and sell the equipment. Nobody's dealing with that anymore. When you go into a gym and people don't wipe down the benches, leave their sweaty stuff all over the benches. You think people are going to tolerate that right now with this virus going around? Hell no. See ya. Those are out. Movie theaters, gone. Lemon for Life says, you are right here in New Jersey. They're throwing nonsense dates for ending the quarantine. I see it being a new normal. Thanks to you, LJ. I'm debt free. Thank you, Limit for Life. And you're right. This is a new normal. This is the new normal. However life was before this happened is gone. I want you guys to understand that. That is gone. Right now, if you just let go of the past mindset, let go of everything that you thought you owned, you really don't own, let it all go. You get to start from zero right here and become a millionaire. Just get out of that debt mindset. Right now is the time to get in shape because obesity is about to go through the roof. Now that businesses understand that they can have a lot of people work from home, people that now they don't even have to leave their house. They're going to work even more hours because they're at home. They're just happy they don't have to deal with traffic anymore. They're gonna make them 1099 employees where They're going to be responsible for their own health insurance and taxes. It's going to say, and guess what? They're not barely going to leave the house. That means obesity is going to go through the roof. Food delivery services are going to be paramount. Gabriel says, LJ, what is your take on 5G? My friends keep talking about it. Distractions. Don't even pay attention to it. It's a distraction. Hey, Gabriel, don't get distracted by the herd. Don't follow the sheeple, Gabriel. Don't follow the sheeple. They're just kind of, put it this way, Gabriel. If a lot of people are paying attention to something, do the opposite. Don't. Now you got people trying to pay attention to the coronavirus and masks and grocery stores, and then they're throwing something in there, 5G, this and that. Oh, 5G is going to kill people and melt them and cause cancer. Stop listening to the distractions. Pay attention to what the majority are not, and then you will be rich. Okay? Rich beyond belief. All you got to do is get to zero first. If you don't know how much debt you're in right now, right now is the time to find out so you can get to $1 million. Art says, I have a 2014 Chevy Impala. I love this car. I will cherish it and take care of it with no more payments. Hey, man, I heard, you know what I also heard? When it don't have payments, it adds 100 more horsepower to the engine. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I believe it. It drives better. And check it out. When things break down, I really don't care. It's like, whatever. Hey, I just take it to the shop. I got a good shop. They charge me. Hey, their prices are worth it because I know when I take it to the shop and I say, I need this done, when I pick it up, it's going to be done right without question. I don't have to double check anything. This is why I only take it to one shop down here, man. NC Big says 6K, but it dropped from 7K. That's what I'm saying. Right now, NC Biggs, what I would do, I would pull that money out and drop it on my student loan debt right now because there's no 10% penalty for pulling it out early. Right now is the time to do it. What's up, Joseph? Lynn for Life says, my mom is now debt-free. Oh, nice. Hey, you pass it. See, it's generational. Look at this guy. Look at this guy's loving saving up her dollars and cents. See what I'm saying? It's generational. And then her daughter's going to do the same thing. Just think, Lynn for Life kid is not going to have to deal with, because there's going to, trust me, there's going to be some kind of economic downturn in her lifetime, in her young adult life, regular adult life, but it's not really going to matter because she's not going to be in debt. It's going to be nice. Herbert Walker says, jumping jacks, push-ups, squats, and burpees. That's what I do. Right now, Herbert, I've been incorporating jump roping. I've been doing jump roping, and I am going to do jumping jacks, push-ups, squats, body weight. I've been lifting. I got some rubber bands. I got some really big rubber bands, not those expensive ones. They sell these little green rubber bands at like Home Depot and stuff like that. Way cheaper than them fancy, expensive rubber bands, stuff like that. I don't buy that kind of crap. I'm not paying that kind of money for a rubber band with a name on it. Not doing that. Herbert Walker says, starting tomorrow, the governor of Maryland has made it mandatory to wear a mask at the grocery store. It's a $500 fine. Now, LA sports, governors are making masks mandatory. Do you think it's really going to end anytime soon by the summertime? If masks, it's not any time. They cannot tell. You think, put it this way. Do you believe if they told everybody 18 months, there would be martial law right now? Hold on for a quick second. I got to get some water, you guys. I forgot to get my water. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Gabriel says, I'm in a 2-day detox, just drinking water. I plan to lose weight in this quarantine. Oh yeah, man. If you can lose weight and get in shape, phenomenal shape during a quarantine, and then when it's over, while everybody done gained a ton of weight, can you imagine how people would look at you and like, man, how did you do it? And guess what? Then they're gonna pay you for your secrets. That's how it is. That's how you can create a business from it right now. You can't just talk it. You got to do it. When I come out of this quarantine with my 8-pack, my summer 8-pack, they're going to be like, LJ, how'd you do that? And hey, you got to pay to see it. It's not free. The scout says, LJ, the heck with it. I'm going to listen to you while I'm getting in on the Nordic track. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, all this. Hey, you guys, all you gotta do is like right now, you can't pick up gym equipment right now. It's hot. It's a hot item. Just wait till after everybody's stimulus money runs out. Wait till Planet Fitness and 24-Hour Fitness and LA Fitness start selling their equipment because they're out of business. That's when you're gonna get all that home stuff for cheap. And then this is what you do. If you got a nice size garage, when this quarantine stuff start getting lifted, you be that neighborhood gym. But you just have a few people at a time. Show the people in your neighborhood that you clean your equipment after every, you might bring in 4 or 5 people at a time. When they're done, you take a 30 minutes to clean down all the equipment. Let the next people come in and see that you're clean with your stuff. Man, you're gonna make so much money. Oh man, because big gyms are done. They're not gonna really trust. They're not gonna trust the big gyms anymore. They're just not. Elijah, what's going on, man? What's your take on so many people now unemployed, now on unemployment? What's my take on it? What's my take on it? My take on it is this. Right now, they can either be upset about it or they can take the time to find themselves, right? They can say, did I really like that job anyway? Did I hate my boss? They didn't treat me right anyway. It didn't matter. Who am I without that job title? Whatever job title you had at a job, now that it's been stripped away, who are you without that job title? This is the time people should quarantine themselves in their minds, not only in their minds, not only physically, but in their minds to say, let me take this time to figure out who I am. This is what they should do. This is what, I've been doing this for the last 5, 6, 7 years, or how long it's been right now. But I was surprised when my life was called quarantine. I was like, this is what I do every day. This is nothing. Now I don't have a mask. I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do there. Because I can forget about going to Home Depot and get one of the masks. I'm sure they're sold out. Hit that like button. Thank you, Nicer. Charles 2003. What's going on, man? Randy, welcome, sir. Welcome. LJ, what's Myrtle Beach looking like? I bet the locals are happy the bike week might be postponed. Oh, all events are gone. Nothing's going to happen here this year. Everything is gone, done. There will be no bike week, Harley Davidson week, none of that stuff. That is done. None of that's happened. I think the governor kicked out all visitors. All visitors have been kicked out. So any events that was supposed to happen, not happening. You know what, people, this is what I see on the outside looking in. The majority of people want this. You can go on social media and hear them saying, oh man, I can't wait till things get back to normal. When is this going to be over? Those are people living in a fantasy land. That's never going to happen, ever. That's never happening. That's done. The sooner you accept that life is not going back to the way it used to be, like you sports fanatics, when do you think another game is going to happen? This year? No, sir. That's next year minimum. Minimum. If it even survives that long. Can you imagine how much money is being lost right now? Can you imagine? Oh man, players that used to be on top of the world. Like, think about it this way, you guys. You got to pay attention and close. Now, all the actors, movie stars, all the popular people, guess what? They're all regular people now. Everybody's on an even playing field right now. Nobody's above anybody. Money doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Don't even matter. You can't buy anything. You can just be in your house, be in your big house. Now our houses, no matter how big or small, they are our cages. Now the wild animals are coming to see us. No, kids, don't pet the humans. They're dirty. They're nasty. Don't pet the humans. Dave Sincere says, I wish I could talk to my mom about finances. It'll never happen. She gets super defensive and argumentative if I even talk about credit and credit score. Hey, man, I don't talk to my mom about finances. We do not talk about the only person in my family I talk about finances with, my closest sister. But other than that, everybody else, we don't even discuss what I do. They all know what I do, but in conversations, it is not brought up. I have learned my lesson trying to help people that don't want to be helped, even my family. What's up, Dave? Dave Bourne. NC Big says, wait, should I pay the $6K on my student loans first or wait until my chapter? Oh, I keep forgetting your chapter 7 is not done. No, leave your money in there until your chapter 7 is done. Yeah, don't pull it out. Right now it's protected. So as long as your money is inside your 401k, it can't be included in your chapter 7. Okay, so yeah, wait till the chapter 7 is complete. When that's complete, pull the money and then pay off your student loans. Okay, right now is the best time to do it because there's no 10% penalty. Because you got to remember, even when, like this, for example, even when chapter 7 is cleared and cleared all your debt, you can still have student loans. And this is what I want you to do. Then I want you to go your 401k amount minus your student loans equal what? If it's in a negative, pull that money out and pay those student loans off. Nicer says 34 watching, 12 likes. Come on, y'all. You can do better than that. Appreciate it, Nicer. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't be shy. This is Q&A Sundays. This day is for you guys to ask any and all questions. Any and all questions is what you wish to be answered. Okay. I have a whole different view. I've been here 5, 6 years, 7 years, whatever. I have a whole different view. Okay. If you just say to yourself, this is the new normal. I better learn to adapt. If I don't adapt, I'm going to get left. I don't want you guys to get left with the millions of people that can't wait to get back to normal. And then when things sort of get lifted or whatever happens, right, they're going to spend the next 10 to 15 years of their life trying to chase what was, which is never coming back. And then they're just going to dig themselves deeper in debt. Jaws 2003 says, how long do you think people will start purging gym equipment and see Rogue Fitness hasn't marked up prices up, but it is a 14 to 21 day order delay? Oh, just wait. Right now, everybody's going, let all the people in debt pay full price for that stuff. Okay, just right now, right now is not the time to invest in anything. Don't invest in the stock market. Don't invest in anything. Nothing but yourself. Let all the fearful people do all that crazy nonsense. Let them do all the stuff once they realize that they have no money and everything they have done is with borrowed money. And then when they run out of money, because eventually the banks are going to cut off credit. Once they cut off the lines of credit, once they cut off credit cards, limits, and all that stuff, and then their money's going to be gone. And guess what? Then they're going to be selling the equipment they paid full price for half the price. So just wait. Wait till December. Give yourself a Christmas gift. There's going to be plenty of stuff out there for a quarter of the price. Trust me. Gabriel says, what's your take on the stimulus bill that gave $4.5 trillion on corporations, but crumbs to regular people like $1,200? Hey, it's business. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. Anything about like, ooh, that's mean, that's bad, that's a feeling. Okay, how I feel about business is irrelevant. It's business. You got to understand this, Gabriel. Businesses create jobs. Jobs create the economy. This is why they get, quote, special privileges or whatever, because if they let big businesses fold, that means there's not going to be any jobs, and that will cause a bigger problem. You know, because they know if they give the businesses money, the businesses are going to try to, you know, keep the business going with the money that which is going to create more jobs. People that get $1,200, what they're going to do? They're just going to spend it. But on the same note, they give people in debt money because they know they're going to put that money right back into the economy because they're going to spend it. $1,200, $2,400, that's nothing. But for somebody that has $50,000 and $60,000 worth of student loan debt, they probably think that's a ton of money because that's more money they've ever seen at once in their life. These are the same people that are happy to get their income tax checks. They're looking forward to it. That's the same people. Lemon for Life says, my daughter Amari wants to start a business. Now she said it will be easy. Counsel, what type of business she wants to start? Right now, because right now, I'm going to say it this way. Right now, it's not a seller's market. Okay, it's a helper's market. Nobody has no money. They have no jobs. So right now, my personal goal is to help as many people as I can in such a trying time. Because right now, people are in fear and confused. And when they come out of this, who are they going to remember? They're going to remember the people that helped them, right? Right now, they're confused. They're panicking. Now you got all these vultures out here trying to sell. A lot of these financial fakers are trying to do anything possible to keep themselves above water. Let me put this invite link. I haven't put this out here just in case you guys want to ask me any question live. Here's the link. Keep forgetting that. Right now, you got to be careful because the financial fakers, you can't see them. All the people you've been following on Instagram and Facebook that look like they got money, you're about to find out because people that are faking, they won't be able to last 18 months. I promise you this. I promise you. You should start seeing old videos. They're going to start posting old videos and old photos to try to keep you engaged with them as to having money. But in reality, they're broke. They're just like you. They just probably made a little more money than you. That's why they look like they're rich, but it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't. There's only two classes, the debt class and the non-debt class. Okay, there's only two classes. There's no such thing as lower class, middle class, upper class. Only people in the debt matrix believe that that's to be true. That's not true. Debt class and the non-debt class, period. Mark says, been calling Planet Fitness because I want to cancel my membership, but you cannot cancel a membership over the phone, only in the gym. So I'm wondering how about doing this. You know what? Hey, let me tell you something, Mark. When I found out, this is when I was because I'm on my girlfriend's plan, right, at Planet Fitness, right? But I said, okay, I want to, but I have to go with her every time. I said, I want to go by myself sometimes. They said, okay. I said, I want to sign up. I said, here's my credit card. They said, no, we got to do direct tie to your bank account. I was like, hell no, you ain't tying directly to my bank account. I said, you guys don't do credit cards? They like, nope. Because all I would have to do is just cancel the credit card, and that cancels the membership. Anything I sign up for, I sign it up to my credit card. So just in case if there's trouble, I just cancel the credit card, right? But you got to remember this. If you do this too, you got to remember this. If you cancel your credit card so you can just disconnect all the people that's attached to it, you got to make sure when you get a new credit card, you got to make sure you tell your credit card company to not give the new credit card to current people attached to it. That's a must because I guarantee you this, they offer companies to say, when this person changes credit card numbers, I want an automatic update to the credit card. You know how I figured this out? Because every year I cancel my credit card so I can get new numbers. Well, and I don't give any places that I don't want to keep paying. I just don't continue on with the service because it's going to get denied, right? But I kept getting charges from businesses that I know I didn't update my credit card information with, right? I thought it was a mistake. Once I said, okay, maybe I did it. Then another one came through. I was like, wait a minute. I called my credit card company up. I said, hey man, you guys giving out my new numbers to credit agent or to my vendors? What? What are you talking about? What? I said, hey, listen. I don't care if you can pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. But I said to them, I said, make a note in my file that I called right now. Do not give my new credit card information to any vendor that was previously on my old credit card. Do not do that. Okay, sir, we don't know what you're talking about, but sure you don't. All right, just make note of that. Make note on my account of something that I'm telling you that you don't know about. Never happened again. Limit for Life says even the NFL said they are not sure if they will be having a 2021 season. It was not. This is not a shock. They're not. No NBA, no baseball, no hockey, nothing. Sports fans. If you're sports fans, if you're a sports fan, you could forget about it. That's done. Nothing is happening next year. That's done. Sorry. Herbert says, I can't discuss finances with my family, even though I retired at 57. You got lucky. That's why, Herbert. You got lucky. You got rich somewhere. Nobody can retire at that age. You got rich. You got lucky. You came into some money. What else? You won a lottery. You had an old rich uncle. It had to be something other than you just staying debt free and saving your money. You know, it can't be that. It can't be that, Herbert. It can't. Dave says, Mark, wait, Planet Fitness are not charging member now anyway. Ooh, they're charging Mark. They're charging Mark. They're charging Mark. That's why when they told me they want to tie it directly to my bank account, I was like, nah, you ain't doing that, because good luck trying to stop that from coming through. You would have to actually shut down your checking account and create a new one to stop it. No, sir, you ain't doing any of that. Sorry, Planet Fitness. Hey, smart business move, though. Very smart business move. Gabriel says, LJ, even since watching your channel, my worldview has changed dramatically. Hey, Gabriel, it's wonderful over here, man, to have this view. It's absolutely wonderful. I love it. I love it. And I understand why the government gives people bite-sized chunks of dates so they can swallow it. Because if they told people, hey, this is not going to end until summer of next year, there would be chaos right now. A run to the grocery stores, a run to bullets and guns, a run to hell. You guys saw what happened to toilet paper. And everybody's grabbing a whole bunch of toilet paper while at the same time talking about, hey, why are we making a run on toilet paper? That doesn't make any sense. Hold on for a second. This will give you an idea of the value of money. So let me use toilet paper so you guys can understand the value of money is only given given value by you. So here's toilet paper. The physical aspects of toilet paper didn't change at all. Didn't change, but it went up like gold. It went up like gold. It went up so fast that it no longer even mattered the brand, 2-ply, 4-ply, 3-ply, Charmin. It didn't matter. It just was toilet paper. Anybody was happy to grab it. Why? Because everybody else was doing it. Sheeple. It's just a sheeple. Dave Bourne says, wait until things are lifted somewhat, then call or just go cancel in person. Oh, you got a long, hey, Mark, unless you want to keep paying for the next 18 months, I advise you to hurry up and figure that out. Karen Jackson, welcome. She says, wow, I believe it. I just see it. This is what I see. It seems obvious. Mandatory. They're starting to make mandatory face masks. You really believe that April 30th is going to be the lift date when there's mandatory face masks? That's not going to happen. Only so many. I went to the grocery store yesterday. They're only letting so many people in the grocery store at a time. Does that sound like that's going to be lifted to you guys anytime soon? No, it's not. Summer of 2021. Gabriel says they be kicking and spitting and whipping slaves. They sure do. Slaves believe anything. Slaves believe anything you tell them. But hey, Gabriel, I get it. I get it. I get why there. Have you guys noticed how many loans are out there available to the people? Have you noticed that? They're just giving slaves shovels to dig themselves deeper in debt, trying to keep the things that they don't even own. The bank, they're giving out loans because they know they're going to get that money right back, because people are going to start paying. What they're going to do, they're going to take that money and start paying their car notes because they don't want to lose their car. They're going to be paying their mortgages because they don't want to lose their house. I get it. Hey, man, here's some money, slaves. You're just going to give it right back to us. So whatever, here you go. And then you're going to give it back to us with interest. It is just the craziest nonsense, man. But I get it. I get it. Now, when I talk about businesses, I'm not saying anything negative. It's business. Whatever they're doing, that has absolutely nothing to do with me. I just need to figure out how to get some of that money. That's all. Mark says, oh, I'll keep that in mind. Hey, man, Planet Fitness, that was a brilliant. When I went to sign up, they said, oh, yeah, we only tied to a checking account. I said, hell no, you ain't tying nothing to my checking account. Nope, I don't want to go here that bad. No, sir. Dave Sincere says, I completely forgot about you having to go to LA Fitness to cancel. I did that about 5 years ago. I had to walk in and they tried to pitch and sell me to death on not. And you know, when I was a member of LA Fitness, you know what I did? I just bought the 2-year plans. I didn't go in there and buy this I bought 2 years up front. That's where it's paid. So when it's canceled, that's it. I just let it go. There is nobody to keep me going. I only bought the year plans. I think I did 2 or 3 years, something like that. Dave Sincere says, I haven't worked out there in over 3 years. And please don't tell me you still got a membership there, Dave. Are you saying that? You got a membership there and you ain't worked out in 3 years? Please tell me you're not doing that. The Scout says, LJ, you just had me stop in the middle of my workout through a major gym, letting credit card know not to have old vendors charge you. Yeah, you got to do that. They're not telling you that. I learned, hey, Ken, I learned that by accident. Because I do it every year. At first, every year I did it because it was just a safety figure, just a safety thing for myself. I didn't want to have to deal with scammers, right? Because you don't know how they get your credit card. So I just got a new number every year, right? Well, this one year, I got another credit card. Okay, cool, got some new numbers, but charges were still coming through. I was like, what the hell? I know I didn't give that company my new numbers. Sure enough, I logged into that account. My new numbers were in there. Where could they come from? They could only come from the credit card company because they're the ones that gave me the numbers. I said, oh, you guys are now offering businesses, because I know it's not free. They got to be selling businesses updated credit card information as a service. So I said, you guys better not do that. Make a note on my account. I do not want that shared. NC Big says, I hate waiting so long to be on your side. NC Biggs, you're already here. It starts mentally. You're already here. The other part, you can't rush the other part. You're already, just long as you're already here. Karen says, yes, I believe it. Oh, I know what you're saying, Karen. I was just yip-yapping as I do usual. I know you believe it. But it's just obvious. To me, I don't think I'm saying or doing anything special. I just know what I see. Things are getting worse. Things are getting locked down. Put it this way. This is my prediction, okay? If more money is not given to the people by the summertime, the National Guard is going to have to come out. And if you guys haven't been paying attention, have you been on the freeway at all lately? Have you been seeing them caravans of army trucks or whatever, those going along the freeway? Where do you think they're going? You think they're just doing it just to be traveling, just to be moving trucks? No, they're setting themselves up in a position. Because when people find out they're not getting any more stimulus money, unemployment stops, that extra unemployment, that extra $600, I think that stops in the end of July. When all of that stops and there's no jobs to make more money, the National Guard is going to be needed. Believe that. They're going to be needed. Click clack. Click clack. People ain't going to be breaking in houses for TVs and clothes. They're going to be breaking in houses for food. Dave Sincere says, I canceled my membership there 5 years ago, but at the time I may have went in twice in 3 years. Can you imagine how much money gyms? Gyms are going to be hurting because gyms make more money from people. The people don't know this, but gyms make their most money for people that don't even go to the gym. Planet Fitness had the most excellent business idea ever thought of in the history of gyms. Made something so cheap. They just took over old grocery stores, went in there. Hey, we're not like other gyms. We don't like loud noise. You can't do this and that and blah, 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 right? We don't have free weights. We just want regular people. And then charge $10 a month, right? Automatic out of your bank account to where you can't even change nothing unless you close down your bank account. That's the only way you're going to be able to stop them from pulling that money. You know how much of a hassle that is? No, sir. When they told me that, I was like, no, sir, Planet Fitness, you ain't signing up to my bank account. No, sir. No. No, sir. Now, this is Q&A Sundays, you guys. This is for you guys. All right? This is for you. Any personal finance questions, anything, okay? Dave, oh, wait. NC Biggs, oh, that went fast. Dang, this thing is flying through. Okay, Nisha says they've been militarizing the police for years now. Interesting. Interesting. Dave Bourne says when people's stomach gets empty, morals go out the window. You better believe that. You get hungry enough, you ain't gonna be worrying about getting a police record. You ain't gonna be worrying about stealing. You ain't gonna be worrying about getting caught. You're gonna be worrying about eating. They can't put it this way. I don't see them letting it get that far. It can't. They can't let it get that far. It can't, because that's gonna be a major, major problem. I mean, think about it right now. What are they going to be? The parents, unless the parents stay on their kids about getting in their schoolwork, because, oh yeah, by the way, you better, next school year, that's canceled. Kids, you can forget about the school year of 2021. That's not going to happen. And unless the parents stay on their kids about with this online schooling, all those kids are going to fail unless what are they going to do? Push them through? What they going to do? Push them through anyway? Hey, yeah, we know the coronavirus happened, so we're going to go ahead and push you up a grade anyway without learning a thing? What's up, Mark?
Hey, what up, man? How you doing?
All right, man. What's going on?
That's good. No, I was just calling in.
I'll say sorry. I'm sorry Planet Fitness is going to rape you, but go ahead. Go
ahead. Yeah, you know, the funniest thing about it is I actually left them like years before, and then I came back. You know, I don't know what was happening at the time, but I had quit, and I was like, man, these people are really taking it out of my bank account, huh?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, do I really want to go back? And I was like, well, it's the cheapest plan out there, so let me just go back.
They got an excellent model. I mean, they got an excellent model, man. But when they mentioned it, I said, I can't put this on a credit card. They're like, nah, we don't do that. I said, I know why you guys are doing that. Nope, sorry.
Yeah, I should have just left. But at the time, it just made more sense. You know, I don't know. It made more sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, I would, honestly, if they start businesses start moving to that model, you know what I would do? I would just open a regular bank account that I don't put nothing in and tie them all to that one.
That makes sense. Yeah, that would make sense. I guess even at the same bank, I guess I could create another bank account.
Yeah, you could. Just for that. Because they're cheap. They're cheap and local, and they're everywhere. They're convenient. Any city you go to, there's going to be one. But now gyms are out. They ain't happening no more. Those are out.
Yeah, at this point, I find it's easier just to do the normal exercise routine at home. And I really haven't even been exercising like that, but I've still kept the same weight and the same physique, and I think I'm in a pretty good weight. So I don't know. It's the more and more I think of it, the more and more I see it's your diet. It really is your diet.
It's your diet. It's your diet.
And like a little bit of exercising.
Yes, yes,
So,
it is. It is, and that's hard. And that's hard when you're sitting at home. I mean, I
right,
just got to make sure. I got to make sure that I just don't bring home the good food that I want because I'm gonna eat it if it's sitting there.
right.
I'm not gonna trick myself. Hey, man, I'm gonna get this for the kids. I'm gonna get this for no. I'm getting it for me. All right.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I do. Because every time I go back home to my mom's house,
Mm-hmm.
everything that I want is there.
Mm-hmm. What you gonna do?
But
Not
then,
eat
you know,
it?
I just look at the thing. I'm like, man, you knew you shouldn't have bought that French onion. The thing you use for green bean casserole.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I just like to eat that thing raw.
Right.
So either that, but when I come, just live out of my mom's house,
Mhm.
I buy exactly what I know I should have.
Right.
Especially being a diabetic, I know that I should have this and that, and that's it.
Yeah, he just got to, and
Make it simple
it
about
just got to be disciplined. And right
exactly.
now, I ain't been the best. I don't want people thinking I'm out there and defying everything and all the food. No, I ain't. I'm gonna let you guys know. You guys listening, you watching my videos and stuff. Yeah, I ain't there yet. Okay, I got to get back there. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I feel like
Hmm.
there's a routine. There was a routine, and it's kind of been thrown off. So
Hmm.
now you just got to figure out how to get back either to
That's
the
it.
routine or just to change certain things and
Hmm.
make it make sense where you're at.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah. I watch my old videos to inspire myself to get back because I know I did it before. So now these are totally different circumstances. And this is how I look at it, Mark. If I can get ripped in quarantine,
uh-huh.
people are going to believe me even more when this is over, and then they're going to
Right,
trust me and they're going to buy
right,
from me.
right. Which
Hmm.
makes sense,
Hmm.
See
Hmm.
it done. So yeah, but that was a good call on the different banking accounts. Um,
Oh yeah.
I'll
Hmm.
definitely look into it.
Yeah.
Maybe I might go to a different bank or just keep it all in the same bank. But
Yeah, just keep it
but
on
we'll see.
same bank. That Planet Fitness. That's a good model. What they did, just because
Yeah,
even through this quarantine, they could still be getting that money. I don't know but I heard they stopped or they're crediting a
right,
lot of people. That's what I heard too. So maybe you need to double check that. But you can't get a hold of anybody, right?
right. And I just thought about that when I called them. I was like, man, I can't get a hold of them. These people. That
Mm.
was actually a pretty smart play.
Yeah, it is.
So
It's
I
a
got to
smart
go
plan.
inside. Nobody's inside.
You got to go to a place
So
that's not open.
exactly. You I shook my head. I remember the day I came in and they said they were closed down. I was like, okay, well, I can see where this is going.
I
But
mean, and they could put somebody there, just like just like when you can go up to the like I went and got Chinese food a couple days ago, right? There's
right,
somebody at the desk when you go pick up your food. Like I didn't have it delivered. I went to the restaurant and somebody right through the door, somebody standing there to give you your order right there, right? They can do that same thing for Planet Fitness. Just have hey, we're going to be here from these hours. If you want to come and cancel your membership, this person's going to be there to do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to
right.
touch nobody or anything. So,
Well, we'll see. We'll
mm-hmm,
see.
mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what this period of time is gonna bring, but whatever it is, I just got to be patient. You know.
18 months.
Gotta Yeah, I can
That's my
see that.
prediction. That's
I
my
can see that.
prediction.
I hate to believe it, but I can see it just because of the inconveniences.
Yeah.
But um, but yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing. I even talked to some just some elderly people about it,
Mm-hmm.
and they let me know like they haven't experienced this before. So
Right. We'll never
um,
experience this in our lifetime again. This will never happen.
right,
Right. But this is a end of when we always have the version of end of the world of the whole world destroying and breaking up and rocks falling. Right. This is
right,
the end of the old world as we knew it. Now it's
yeah,
the time for the new world right now.
that's it.
And it's time. If you want to be rich, I want to be rich in the new world. That's what I choose. So I'm going to be rich in the new world.
Right. I just don't want to work.
I don't want to work.
I don't want
Exactly.
to work.
I
Yeah.
don't want to work.
So
I mean, no, I
no,
put it
I
this
feel
way.
that.
I don't, what I do now, I don't really consider it work. So this is not really work.
Right.
I enjoy helping people get
Right.
free just like me, you know?
Right. I don't want
Mm.
a job. I want purpose, fulfilling
Correct.
work. Yeah.
Purpose.
So
Purpose.
that's it. All
Hmm.
right. But yeah. Thanks for the advice.
All
I'll
right,
let you
sir.
get back to it, man.
All right, man.
All right, yo.
Later. All right, let's see here. NC Big says, LJ, credit card companies are not alone in the updated card service because it happened to my debit card. So it's everyone. Yeah, I don't give my debit card to nobody. That's just like tying it straight to your bank account. The only purpose whenever I use my debit card, the only place I use it is at Costco or the ATM. No other place do I use my debit card. Because this is why I don't use my debit card, because one time my debit card got jacked. The numbers got jacked, and they called me and said, "Hey, is this you in Pennsylvania buying a toaster or something like that, right?" And I was like, "No, that's obviously not me." It took me a whole week to get the money back. I had to get a police report, and I had to do all this stuff where my credit card, I just say, "No, it's not me." They give me a new card, and I'm done in like 5-10 minutes on the phone, right? But then at the same time, I was like, wait a minute, because they just took because one time my credit card had got stolen, right? At the gym, and they just went to an electronics store, and they went to Best Buy and just use it as a credit card, right? Because you can either use a PIN or you can use your debit card as a credit card. I said, what the purpose of a PIN if they just slide it and press enter? It doesn't make any sense. So I called my bank. I said, hey man, I said, can you guys do me a favor and take off the Visa MasterCard logo? I just want to be a debit card, always use a PIN. They said, sorry, sir, we can't do that. I was like, what? I said, wait a minute. I know I see a clear, huge security hole. So if I'm walking down the street and I drop my debit card and somebody pick it up, they can walk into a store, slide it, press enter, and use it. Right? They were like, yeah. I said, I don't want that. I just want a regular debit card with a PIN number. Sorry, sir, we can't do that. I was like, oh, okay. I wonder why you guys are doing that. There must be an upside to it for you. If I can see the security hole and it's directly affecting my money, I don't want it. You guys say no. I said, okay, cool. I'm not using that card anywhere. All right. Gabriel says, about to get serious here. Oh yeah, it's about to get serious. It's about to get serious for sure. The Scout says, LJ, here you go, stopping me doing my workout. They have a ton of National Guard helping out here in Cleveland, passing food out, right, outside food banks, but fronting for martial law. Oh yeah, they gotta fit in. Hey, check it out, Ken. I know why they're here. Okay, they're not. I know their purpose. I'm not mad that they're not. I'm not mad that they're here. I'm not upset about it because I know what's coming. When that stimulus money runs out, listen to me, you guys. When that stimulus money runs out, if there's not another round of stimulus checks coming out, that's going to be a major problem. People are not going to let their kids starve. Okay, they got their kids 24 hours a day. They're not going to school to get lunch. They're not doing anything. You think they're just going to let their kids starve? No, that's not going to happen. All morality, all rules, laws go out the window when it comes to starving. Okay, I never got to the point of starving in my life, and I don't plan on it. Okay, now I already prepared myself by getting out of debt. Dave Bourne says ATM have also upped the withdrawal limits. Ooh. See, that's why I only go to, like, I belong to a credit union. I only go to credit. I'm not paying. See, I stopped that long time ago. Paying ATM fees to get my own money out of a machine. No, sir, I ain't doing none of that. I will go to a credit union machine and no charge of ATM fees. I don't do that. No, sir. Herbert Walker says, I can save $500 a month in rent moving to North Carolina. Should I consider moving? I'm looking for a change. Well, right now, Herbert, that's not even an option. Okay. Right now, Herbert, pretty soon, next year, you'll be able to move anywhere you want for cheap. All right. Location is not going to matter. You can move to Calabasas, California. Okay. It's not going to matter. I want you guys, if you're new to the channel, I want you guys to understand something. The financial playing field is being leveled. It don't matter if you want to live in New York, in a brownstone, Calabasas, California. All the people that was living in those areas that have been fronting with debt, they are being removed from the playing field. Okay. There's going to be a housing market crash. How do I know it's going to be a housing market crash? Nobody has jobs. Let me give you guys all the combinations so you guys can understand. There's trillions of dollars in mortgage loan debt. That's millions of people calling themselves homeowners when they're not. Now there's no jobs. Now they're going to quickly find out that they're not homeowners. And then they're going to lose the homes. You know how many homes that's going to be available to people with money? Oh my God. If I had money, talking about Christmas, 2021 is going to be absolute Christmas for people with money next year. Christmas. 3 houses for the price of one anywhere in America. Just wait, Herbert. Herbert, this is what I want you to think. I want you to think about, Herbert. Think about the place you want to live in the United States and set your mind on it, because it's going to be available to you in 2021. Be ready. Don't be moving to a place just because it's cheaper. Move to a place you want to live, Herbert, not just because the money doesn't even matter right now. It's not going to matter now. It's not going to matter next year. The bank is going to have so many houses available to you. They just want them off the books. If you're looking to buy a house cash and you got money, next year is your chance. You're going to be a true homeowner. BLNS Holding. Welcome, sir. Welcome, or sir, ma'am. I'm not sure. This is going to save me money now that my little bro doesn't need a car for college now. Sure don't need a car. Imagine how much you can get a Tesla for now, man. Ooh, they got to be dropping like bricks. Gas is so cheap. Who cares if you got an electric car? So what? If you're a Tesla owner driving around proud, especially people that finance Tesla, that's a whole different story. If you're listening to this channel and you got a Tesla that you're making payments on, guess what? You're not saving money on gas. That's a trick. They got you. They tricked you. You're not saving money on gas if you finance a Tesla. Anyway, it doesn't matter even if you have a Tesla right now, because gas is going to be so cheap. It doesn't matter if you're using electricity or gas. I guess if you want to be environmentally friendly, but the air is so fresh right now. Ooh, you could just go out and anybody in here live in LA right now? Is LA fog still there right now, or is it gone? Dave says, I create a separate bank account that you put a small fund in, and then link the account to things like Planet Fitness. If stuff go wrong, you just stop putting money in that and they can't get no money up. And you make sure there's no overdraft protection, because banks like to put that in automatically. I always got to tell my bank, hey, yeah, because they don't tell you, right? Sometimes they make it do it automatically. I say, hey, man, I don't want no overdraft protection. Well, what if your kid gets sick and this and that? Shut up. I said I don't want that. Bro, speak. Hello, welcome. Which stock should I invest in at this time? None. Don't invest in anything but yourself. This is what I say, bro. This is what I always say. Bro, speak. This is what I say. Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. And then, yes, including your mortgage. Yes, including your student loans. Yes, including collections. Then your savings minus debt equals how much money you have to invest in the stock market, into stocks. If your finances are in the negative, it's mathematically impossible for you to invest in anything outside of yourself. Right now, invest in the stock of yourself. Invest in the business of yourself. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in the business of you. If your finances are in the negative, your business is bankrupt. You are bankrupt. Your business of you is bankrupt. I'm not saying that you, bro. I don't know anything about your finances. I'm just saying in general. Dave Bourne says reports are out. It's going to take 18 months for all the economies globally. It's a trickle effect. They're not. I've been saying 18 months for the longest. I've been telling you guys 18 months. This is obvious. You know, they got these so-called experts, financial guru experts. They're not doing anything fancy, okay? It just sounds fancy to people in debt. Ooh, how can you predict that far? I'm just looking at no jobs. Trillions of dollars in mortgage loan debt, trillions of dollars in car loan debt. Do you guys realize there's still people out there buying cars? There's people out there financing cars in all of this economic downturn. Are you insane? That's financial suicide. That's financial suicide to finance a car anyway. But in an economy like this, ooh. Gabriel says, nah, I don't like credit cards, LJ. Well, I have one, sir. I know you don't like credit cards, but I do. It's a tool. Just like if you have a nail and you need to hammer it into some wood, you need a hammer, right? You got to have a hammer. Hey, when I rent a car, hotel rooms, that's my hammer. Have you ever been try to rent a car and then because there's been a few times I went to go rent a car and somebody in front of me is trying to rent a car with a debit card. You see how much hassle they got to go through? They got to verify this, verify the name, verify the bank account. I'm not doing any of that. Here's my credit card. Let's go. I want to move. My time is much more precious to me than that. Dave Bourne says, if you get your debit card hacked, they have direct access to your money. I had a hard time getting the cash back into your account, especially if they get a big ticket item. Oh, it's a big hassle. I use my debit card nowhere, not online, not in stores. I only use it at Costco because I don't have the credit card. I think a Visa. They accept Visa at Costco, but I don't have a Visa credit card. I have a MasterCard. But if I had a Visa card, I would end up using my Visa there at Costco too. I don't use it anywhere. Dave Sincere says, I use my credit card everywhere. Purchase. If I need cash, I'll get it cash back at Walmart or Kroger. If I need a lot of money, I'll just go into a credit union. I have memberships with 4 different credit. And you know what? They have Dave credit unions have a joint system to where you can go to almost any other credit union. They all tied together. So that's why I like using my credit union. Dave Bourne says, I remember getting $20 worth of gas and getting $150 hold on my credit card for the week. Ain't that crazy? But you know what? If they just do that, if I'm using my credit card, I really don't care. As long as you take the hold off and I get my money back, whatever, it's just on my credit card. I personally don't care if they do a hold. But you can't be doing that on my debit card. I can't have that. No, sir. Now remember, for you guys new to the channel, excuse me, I keep kicking this thing. You're new to the channel, this is for you guys. Q&A Sundays. I keep kicking my mic. Q&A Sundays. Any questions? Any questions you may have, I'm here to answer. No matter how. And now if you're fearful in this time, what should I do? Should I pull my money out of my 401k? Blah, blah. I'm here to answer your questions, okay? Jose Pina. Gabriel, why don't you like credit cards? Oh, don't get Gabriel started, Jose, please. Dave Sincere says, I get reward and points for almost every purchase I pay. I pay the credit card off before the closing date. Every now and again, I may leave a small balance just so it will report a balance to the credit bureau. I don't leave nothing. Dave Bourne says, I learned that and never use my debit card for purchases again. Yeah, I learned that way too, Dave. I learned the hard way. I said, oh, you guys won't take that off of my debit card? No, sir. I said, okay, all right. Since I can't do anything about that, I just won't use it anywhere. Charles 2003 says, you think expensive areas like Miami will be dirt cheap as well? My best friend paid $221,000 for a 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhouse. I would love to get a condo down there. Yes. How do I know this? Trillions of dollars in mortgage loan debt. Trillions. That's millions of people that believe they're homeowners when they're nothing more than loan owners. Okay? There are no jobs. There's millions in unemployment. All of those houses, the majority of those houses are going to become available. They will never catch up. Yes, they're doing mortgage deferment. That deferment means pay later. It's not going anywhere. They will, if they're out of work, 6 months later, deferment's up. Some are requiring lump sums. Some are moving to the back of the loan, whatever. with no jobs, they will never catch up. Goodbye, house. Houses are going to, hey, wait, don't buy. If you listen to this channel, don't buy anything. Let all the fear go through the system. People are refinancing their house, investing in the stock market. So don't be tricked by the stock market going up. Okay, that's fake money. That's fear money. Okay, that's people scared, trying to, ooh, yeah, look, the stocks are down. I better take advantage of it. If you have no money, if your finances are in the negative, you cannot take advantage of anything with negative dollars. That's against the laws of mathematics. Okay. Dave Sincere says, I use a mix of personal and business credit cards depending on the purchase and what I'm paying for to maximize my reward points, because you're debt free. Only people that are financially free get reward points. You cannot get reward points when you're in the negative. Okay, that's why Dave can take advantage of that. BLNS says OPEC just signed a deal to slow global. I don't know what OPEC is. What is that? Gabriel says Miami being dirt cheap, LJ. Yes. People, Gabriel, this is what you got to, the old world, listen to me. The old world as you knew it is now gone. When you're in debt, you can't see all the financial fakers, because you go to Miami, you see people with Lamborghinis and Ferraris and this and that. You know what I see? I'm debt free. Okay, this is what I see. If I go to Miami and see a Ferrari and a Lamborghini, you know what I see? I see a car. I see a car that looks different than the other cars. Oh, that car looks different than that Honda Accord. Oh, that's a Lamborghini. Okay, it's still a car. Who says? Put it this way. People point out a Ferrari and say, "Oh, that Ferrari is worth $300,000." You know what I say? To who? Who said that? Ferrari? Well, I don't agree with Ferrari. I don't believe it costs $300,000 to make a single car, because it doesn't. It doesn't cost $300,000 to make a car. It doesn't. But if you believe it, it will. Miami, everywhere, every place is going to be cheap. You guys I've never seen nothing like this in my life and never will. Anybody in this chat room right now, you'll never experience something like this ever again in your life. So you better take advantage of it right now. Stop believing things the way they used to be, the price of things, what they used to be priced. Those days are gone. Charles 2003 says, I listen to Bloomberg News to get the financial information. As for cars, they call me like crazy, especially when I say I have cash. Of course, they make no money off of people with cash. Herbert Walker says, I've always wanted to live in San Diego, always been too expensive. Now you're going to be able to live in San Francisco if you want to, Herbert. They always say San Francisco is the most expensive area. Hey, this is your chance. All you got to do is wait till 2021 when everybody get kicked out of their houses. And then nobody's paying back the banks. You think the bank want to keep them houses? No, sir. If you ever wanted to live in San Francisco, wait till 2021. You will have your pick. Dave Sincere says, credit cards are not bad. Once you learn the purpose and how they're supposed to be used, they can be very valuable. I have over 12 credit cards I use and interchange, zero balance. Ooh, that's a lot of credit cards, Dave. That's too much to manage. I don't like that. I have one credit card. I'm not saying it's bad that you do that, whatever, but I only have one credit card. But again, you got to be debt free. They're tools. I agree with you, Dave. There are tools. They're not bad. See, when people say, "Ooh, credit cards are bad, credit cards are good," those are feelings. Never attach feelings to money. Okay, it's just a credit card. That's it. It's not bad. It's not good. Set it on the table, and I want you to look at it and say that credit card can't do anything on its own. It can't do anything on its own. It needs interaction with humans. Dave says, I always worked in the credit field, but I really learned the intricacies of how the system works the past 6 or 7 years. Yeah, I'm just learning myself. What's up, Uncle? How you doing? What's up, LJ? Keep this message going. I'm 211 work hours from being, he said, I'm 211 work hours from being debt-free. Thanks for the motivation. Wow. See, I can always tell the serious people because they got it down. Like when people say, "Hey man, I'm $5,496.92 from being debt free," you always know the serious people. Hey man, if you're getting debt free in a pandemic, man, hey, congratulations, man. Nothing can stop you. Scout says, LJ just finished working out. Is there a way to call in? Yeah, there's the link. I'm putting it in the comments right there. You can just click on that link, Ken. Click on that link, and you don't have to get on camera. You can just use the voice. Just click on that link. Gabriel says, Jose, because credit cards is just like junk food. You think it's good for you, but it's not. Oh. You know what? I bet you I could rob Gabriel. I could just stick him up with a credit card and say, "Hey man, if you don't give me all your money, I'm gonna put this credit card in your pocket. Now give me every penny. Now." Okay. Dave Bourne says, credit cards were great once I learned how to use it. It's just useful tool if you use correctly. But before I started getting debt free, I didn't realize I was using it the wrong way. Me neither. I didn't know that either, man. I had quite a few too. I had quite a few back in the day, but now I realize I only need one. I use my credit card everywhere. I don't use my debit card anywhere. I barely use cash. I use my credit card everywhere. I don't check the machines, make sure it's not a skimming device or a scamming device. I don't care. I just use it. If it gets scammed or whatever, hey, that wasn't me. Cancel it. Send me a new one. Dave says, let me tell you, I used debit cards for years. The main credit union I did business with was in New York, but I live in Atlanta. Once every 16 months or so, they would freeze my debit card saying there's a bunch of charges in Georgia. They would always freeze it on Friday or Saturday, so I would have to wait till Monday using credit cards. Eliminated that. Yeah, and my bank is in Oregon. When I lived in Oregon way back in like 07, 08, something like. I don't need to walk in a bank. I haven't walked into a credit union or a bank for years. There's really no purpose for me to walk into a physical. So when they closed down the lobbies of banks, I was like, okay, whatever. I don't care. I don't ever go in them. Dave Sincere says that prompted me to develop a relationship with other credit unions. Yeah. They have I forgot what they have it called, but it's they have an inter-working network between credit unions. So I love that. Gabriel says, damn, I wish I had more money. You will, man. You're only 19. You'll have more money. Don't worry about it. Charles 2003 says, with your tips, LJ, my son's staying home with me and soon letting this car go back. My bills will be super low, and I can save a lot of cash, especially with no rent or mortgage. Yeah, you're going to be killing it, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Ken. I didn't see you jump up in there. Hold on. Hello, can you hear me? Ken, can you hear me?
Hey, LJ.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
What's
you got
on?
it, man. You know how to call in.
Okay. What's up, man?
No, man. I'm just, I don't get to pop in too much like I want to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's just a little bit of delay. Go ahead.
You there? Okay, yeah. I was going to say, I don't get to pop in as often as I want to, but when I can, I got to get in when I can.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead, man, because I think there's a long delay.
No, I just got motivated by the gems you was throwing on there, and just had to say, man, I hope everybody really hearing all this good stuff, because I know I'm taking it in. Like, we always say, if you ain't in the matrix, you can't always hear on that level.
No, you can't. You can't hear it, and you can hear it. Trust me, Ken. You can hear a lot of stuff that a lot of people can't. Trust me.
Well, I couldn't hear it if you wasn't on air, though. I'll tell you what, the first time I got to hear you, no, really though, the first time I seen one of your YouTubes, man, because I was putting a lot of this stuff in practice, okay, but like, it's hard to explain. Like, if you don't have like a basis of what you're trying to do, you can't connect everything. It's like, remember that game, Connect a Game? It was almost like that. Once I seen you on the YouTube, I was thinking to myself, okay, this is why I'm thinking like this. That's why my mindset's like, Tommy really wasn't thinking that way.
And that's why, you know what? And that's why I created this channel. Because first it was called Debt Ain't My Daddy, right? That was because I was just happy.
I remember that
debt didn't rule me anymore, so I made it Debt Ain't My Daddy. But when the connection started being made, I was like, man, let me put this out there because I know I'm not the only one to ever think that I was the only one thinking like this would be ludicrous, right? So I had to start putting this out there because I know other people are out there that think like me, but nobody to ask, you know?
Right. That was a game changer for me because, like, I had told you, we went through the background of me, you know, on the phone, and so you know how I've been progressing, and at one time I was debt free for a short amount of time, and I had something come my way, as we talked about, a student loan through my son, and so you know that was almost what $12,000, and that was in November. So I got that down to like $6,000 now. You know, I've been hustling. And so right now, man, I'm just like, I can't even explain to people that's listening right now how happy, you know, some people might say, man, you got 6,000. But to me, that's like, I'm almost feel like I'm free. 6,000. That's it.
Right.
I'm ready to get it over with, you know?
Right.
And then like I told you, I can't wait till that day come when I see all those zeros, so I can just get it in and we can really get it in it, and I can focus on what's my next goal, you know?
Yeah,
so,
man.
I just want to get in here and let everybody know that, you know, I know they already know you the real deal, but just wanted to verify. That's all.
I appreciate it, man. And you know, I knew I remember when you and I first got on the phone, man, I knew right away. You know what I'm saying? That's because you know the language, right? Because everybody don't understand the language, but you know when somebody understands the language as soon as you talk to them. So I knew right away, man. I already knew you already knew.
Yeah. It's like I was telling you, man, you know, with everything that's going down right now, it's a shame. But for people that's been in the grind and like me, I've been giving up to get, man, I'm looking forward to this stuff. You know, not that I want to see people like suffer or nothing like that, but it's almost like, you know, I used to play football. I'm really into football. And, you know, every day you come out to practice, you can tell on game day the people that didn't practice. You know? So I'm ready to show what I got on game day now, you know.
So are you a sports fan? Are you a sports fan?
Oh man, I got my own website, but you know we'll talk about that down the road.
So what you gonna do now? There ain't gonna be no sports this year or next year. What you gonna do?
Oh, I'm just gonna direct my stuff towards getting that money. You ain't
gonna go crazy?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just checking.
No, I mean I evaluate, you know, college players for the NFL. So, you know, I can still look at some games and that get me kind of hyped up here and there. But no, man, I'm just right now I'm so zoned in what I got to do that, man, stuff like this take the place of that for me.
So let me ask you something, though. For all these college players that work so hard, right, to get to this point, right? And you know, right, this is just my opinion. I think all sports are going to be canceled. We already know they're canceled for this year. I think they're going to be canceled for next year, too. What are the chances? Now the college players, because the longevity of sports, because now you won't be able to gather together in stadiums and places anymore to do that for a while because of this virus, right?
Right.
What do you think the college players are going to do now? What are they just out? They just lost their chance that they've been working hard for all this time?
I do listen to certain podcasts just to keep up on top of like evaluation players and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm in Ohio, so Ohio State is king, you know? And so like, their athletic director just brung up that, you know, each home game is $5 to $7 million just on tickets.
Damn.
Not counting concession and all that other stuff. So right now they're thinking about downsizing as far as, you know, the coaches and assistant coaches as far as what they're bringing in, you know, yearly. So if they start hitting it there with the coaches and stuff, man, I mean, you know, they're gonna have to start figuring it out with the kids. You know, I mean, is there going to even be a season next year? Because you have to train on a consistent basis. You can't take 6-7 months off, man.
Well,
So I don't know how.
ain't
Like
nothing
if you
gonna happen. Nothing's happening.
well, if you a junior going into your senior year in the 2020 football season, now what?
Yeah. I feel sorry for those kids, man. I feel sorry
yeah,
for those
man.
kids that worked hard to try to get to the pros, and now their chances
Yeah.
are. I mean, now they got to hope a league even is going to exist.
Well, see, I'm gonna have to reach out to a few of them because I keep keeping a consistent basis with them, but I haven't been in touch, since all this went down. So I'm gonna have to reach out and find out what's going on with them individually because, man, I don't think people that ain't in the grind don't understand how much they dedicate. That's like a 24-hour job. I mean, a lot of times them guys, they be intelligent and they might want to be doctors, but they can't do it because of scheduling. It takes so much. So more or less what they're doing from the time they get up, they do go to classes, of course, but everything else is geared around, are you lifting? They're on a time. There is no time to have a part-time. I don't, so they are dedicated. So I know right now, a lot of the athletic trainers are in touch with them, giving them individual things they can do to supplement things. But even if they're doing those things, it's not the same as working out.
Yeah, because they can't even go to the gym anymore. That's done.
There isn't, right? You got to make up your home. So a lot of those kids is put on like weight training and to gain weight. How you gonna do that, man? And you don't even have the proper food. So I don't know how they're even gonna do the 2020 year. To be honest,
I feel sorry for do. I feel for the kids that worked hard and this hit now, and that's done.
Yeah. And what was bad about it, I was feeling for them because this was the year they was gonna start maybe even implementing, where they can even start making some money.
I remember that they were gonna start paying the players what they could have did that years ago.
Well,
making all these millions of dollars, they could have paid the players minimum wage, or they could have paid them something. Damn.
You know what that's like? And this is what I do, with the evaluation part of it, but it's almost like up-to-date slavery.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate going there, but it almost is, because
it didn't make sense to me when I don't follow sports, but when I found out they were making millions of dollars and not paying the players nothing, and made the players, they can't even accept gift from other people with money. I was like, you guys are just you guys are their masters. You can't even accept money. Oh my God.
That's what it is.
Oh, you can't even get a car from somebody. What?
Let me tell you something.
About?
At Ohio State, one of the dudes was up for the Heisman as a DN, right? He had got a plane ticket, some money from a friend, so he could take his girlfriend on the plane ticket, give her money for a plane ticket to come see him play. He got suspended 2 games. So now he's out of the Heisman. I mean, come on, man.
Oh crap! That's slavery. That's slavery.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? But they gloss it over because the fans, they don't want to hear all that stuff. They want to see if you catching a touchdown.
Exactly.
And I get it. I get it, but I look at all that stuff, man. And when you in the Matrix, I hate to keep bringing this up, man.
No, please do. This is the channel for it.
No, when you see the Matrix, you see it in all parts of your life. So
exactly.
Me knowing the Matrix, I can see through. I love football, love it, lived it, came up since I could run. But after you get a little older, you start seeing it for what it is. It kind of take the tarnish off it because you could see they was using the kids.
Yes.
Wow, that hurts, man. And when I bring that up to other people that don't know the Matrix,
they won't know.
They don't want to hear that because that ain't fun. That ain't fun.
It's no different than when they did those battles in the arenas in
Gladiator.
Gladiator. It's no different. It's the same thing. They're just not killing people. But some people die. Some people die in there.
Right.
Some people have paralyzing injuries. I mean, end your life, paralyzed for life. That's the same thing.
And I'm glad you brought that up because you know what? With this COVID-19, that's what this is coming back to, the gladiator days. Yeah. Because here's the thing. If now I got to go back to, remember when I told you I was working out? I'm doing like a 30 for 30 ESPN because I was only doing 30 minutes a day. And this food that I got stored just in case, doomsday come, I start nibbling on that a little bit more because, I'm at home. So I said, man, I got to do another 30 minutes a day. See what I mean? 30 in the morning, 30 in the evening. Picked it up where I'm doing my 125 push-ups and you name it, because I got to be ready in case I don't know what might happen.
Right.
I hope people understand that, man, because this ain't gonna be another month or two.
No,
you gotta use common sense, man. And like you were saying, if the money ain't coming in, then what?
Then what? That's what I'm saying. The second round of stimulus checks, that's the only thing I can see. I can't see anything past that right now. That's why the National Guard's being set up. If more money doesn't come in, that's a problem.
Thank you. Hey, check this out. You know what I did about 2 months ago when I seen all this coming? I started ordering my stuff online because I got news for y'all. You ain't gonna be being able to get stuff shipped to you neither here because they're gonna shut that down.
They're gonna shut the post office down.
I got my water filtration filters, and people, they would laugh at me. Now, hopefully, I ain't gonna need all this stuff. But you know what that's for? In case you stranded, you ain't got no water supply. Boom.
Right.
Look, folks, this is the type of stuff. I hope it don't happen, but this is the type of stuff you have to start thinking in that mindset.
You do.
Just in case.
Because if it gets bad, now the post office, the delivery people, Amazon, they got to keep their heads on a swivel.
Right.
You can't just be walking around delivering stuff and people ain't got no money and no food. You getting robbed.
Oh man, come on, think about this. I used to work for the city at the water department doing filtration. Okay. Folks, I got news for you. In about a month and a half, 2 months, that's gonna get shut down because it's gonna come down to this. Money kind of ain't gonna be worth nothing.
It ain't worth nothing now.
Well, so why are you going into work to support your family when your family back home and you don't know if the house gonna get broke in? Them people ain't gonna be going to work.
Yeah.
So all the basic fundamentals that we have, like heat, water, food, I guarantee in 2.5 to 3 months, done.
And listen to this. And I thought about this as you're saying it. I'm thinking about it. Now, ain't nobody got no jobs and people at home, right? So 9 times out of 10, if they break in your house, they know you're there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're going to break in somebody's house when you looking to die. You know what I'm saying? You looking.
Bro, let me tell you something. I done broke it down to this point. Okay, I got, like I say, I got about 90-day worth of food, and let's say
keep that down and down low.
They can't trace this, right?
right.
No, but check this out, right? I was in the service and stuff, and so like I'm thinking about stuff like, okay, if I'm on the go, right? Because it's just me. If I'm on the go and gotta do what I gotta do, because I got my canteen, everything I can cook, all that stuff, right? But here's the thing. Okay, let's say all you got left is something you got to cook. You really want to start that fire? What happens when people see the smoke?
Bruh. Yeah, man.
You got to think about stuff like, so you better have stuff that's in a can, majority. See what I mean?
Yeah, man. It's yeah. My prediction is this. Something major has to happen this summer. Okay, it has to.
Yeah.
This summer it has to happen because the stimulus money is going to run out. That extra $600 for unemployment, that's going to stop.
Yeah.
Now what? Because unemployment doesn't go forever. That only runs so long too.
No. Well, see, here's the thing. The money going to run out anyway.
Right.
So I don't care how long they say it's going. You eligible. How you going to get it if people ain't there to send your check out?
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I don't think, So, hey, look, I didn't come on here to, be, I don't want people to be thinking negative. What I'm doing, I'm just trying to give you a bigger picture of just in case.
That's the way you have to think.
That's all I'm saying, So I did that. I didn't even know we were going to go this direction. But I'm glad I came on because if I help just one person,
exactly. I appreciate it too, man. Appreciate it. We're gonna keep it real on this channel. This is what makes it unique. I'm not. Hey man, I really hope they lift the. I really hope to lift the quarantine on April 30th. No, that's not real.
No. Because right now, it's April, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay. Now this is how I'm thinking. May, okay, we might make it through. Maybe through May, but then about middle of June. Nah.
Right.
No.
Oh, we're gonna get through. We're gonna get through May because the stimulus checks are being sent out.
Right.
We're good, right? But but being an outside looking in, $1,200, $2,400, that ain't nothing.
Man, come on.
That ain't nothing. And believe it or not, people are still going to be paying their car notes.
Yes.
They're going to be paying their car notes with that money. Believe
Didn't
that.
I told you what a week ago, a young lady I know, and she had said she was going to get a car, right? And I was trying to break some stuff down to her. Hey, you need to hold off, right? So I go to see her, and she's, oh, look at my new car. I'm like, oh man. But I couldn't say nothing because the damage is done.
Have you seen the commercials? Have you seen the commercial?
Yes.
0% financing for 84 months, 6 months deferred payments, because we're trying to help you out in this coronavirus thing. We're trying to help you. 6 months deferred payments, 0%, 84 months. Are you insane?
Well, I think it's worth it because they bring the car to you, though.
They bring the car to you. Oh, boy. I tell you.
Now think about this, LJ. When they doing all those incentives, when somebody being that nice to you, think about it. They ain't never done that before, right? Why they doing it now?
They're trying to help you, Ken.
Come on, folks.
See, stop being so negative, Ken. They're trying to help you. Okay, that's your problem, man. You're being negative.
Right. But hey, man, I don't want to hold it up.
All right,
you
man,
know,
I appreciate you, man.
We'll reconnect. But hey, man, I really appreciate you. Got me through that workout.
All right, now I need to start mine now. That's the problem. I need to start mine.
Hey, be good, LJ. I'll be in contact.
All right, appreciate you, man.
All right, no doubt. Peace.
Later. Let's see. Dave Sincere says there's tons of advantages to having credit cards. You don't want to walk around with $10,000 in your pocket, cash on you to buy everything. Plus, you got the CC companies to provide warranties. Yeah, there's no need to walk around with cash for sure, especially right now. You better not. And go to bat for you just in case something happens. Yep. Mark says, just went on Facebook. Those stimulus packages are coming through. Yeah. People are announcing on Facebook. Can you imagine those people that are jumping on Facebook and social media? Oh, I got my check. You know what they're really saying? I'm in debt. That's why I'm happy about this check. I got mine because you're in debt. That's why you're happy about it. That's why you're announcing it to the world. You're in debt. Gabriel says, LJ, I just look at it at this. Why would I pay monthly to pay for plastic? I understand it's more protective than debit cards. It's because it's a tool. That's what, Gabriel, I keep telling you, man. It's just a tool. That's it. Nothing. I'm not saying credit cards are special. I'm not saying you should. If you don't want to do it, cool, man. Use your debit card. Roll your dice with your credit card getting scammed. I mean, not your credit card, but your debit card getting scammed by some scammer. Because right now, for you guys that are new to the channel, listen. Scammers are out in full 100% throttle, gas to the floor, scamming people because the fear is at its highest. People will believe almost anything that will get them out of the predicament they're in. And scammers right now are they don't care if people are dying. They're out scamming. They're like piranha. They will pick your financial bones. They will pick your money all the way to the bones. They don't care. They're scammers and they prey on fear. I can see a scammer a mile away because nothing what they'll say will make mathematical financial sense. None of it. Scams don't make financial sense. That's why it's a scam. That's how you can tell. So be very careful, you guys. Be very careful. Scammers are out there on the height of scamming right now. Okay. Let's see. Dave says, LJ, I won't front. It does take work monitoring those 12 credit cards, man. I look at them every day through apps and other things like, man, see, that's too much work, man. See what I'm saying? I don't want anything that takes extra energy from my mental brain power when I don't have to. I don't want any of that. One credit card, then I got to watch. If I had that many credit cards, then I got to watch the credit card companies, make sure they're not pulling a fast one, not trying to charge an annual fee on something or no, just one credit card. I see something, it doesn't look right, I'm not touching it. Dave says, I cleaned my carpets last week. This week, I'm doing a deep upholstery cleaning of my furniture, taking advantage of this time. Okay, Gabriel's still talking about them credit cards. Gabriel, you know credit cards are not nothing to do with voodoo, right? They're just plastic. Dave Sincere says, I'm learning new photo software I purchased last week. I got many books that I need to get to, so I can't understand people complaining about being bored. But you got to remember this, Dave. People that have been used to working 40+ hour work weeks their whole life, now they instantly have got back 40+ hours in their life to do whatever they wish they want to do with it. Now they just don't know what to do because they've never had it. Now they do. That's why they're bored, because they never had it before. Gabriel says, you know you're wealthy when you have money and say, damn, I could spend this money. You know you're wealthy when you have money and say, damn, I spend this. I'm not sure what you're saying. Damn, I'm not sure what you're saying there, Gabriel. Herbert says, I wouldn't be surprised if sports come back by July 4th. Sports is a powerful mixture they're never coming. I mean, I'm not saying they're never coming back, but they're not coming back this year. No, sir. Good luck. You know what? Honestly, this is my long-term prediction about sports. Knowing that the virus is out here killing people, right? Sports are based on people gathering at stadiums. You can't do that. Who knows when we'll be able to ever do that again? Not only sports, concerts, all this that takes large gatherings of people. Good luck. Good luck, man. Like right now, for example, people that are trying to start up new leagues would probably be the time in another 2 or 3 years, maybe. But right now, that's going to be, I don't know. I don't see how that's going to happen. Dave says, I live in Atlanta, and let me say, football is king here in the South, especially in places like Alabama, Oklahoma. Texas football is religion. It sure is, but too bad. All you sports fans, I don't know what you're going to do, but sports ain't coming back no time soon. You guys, people were trying to argue with me on Facebook talking about, man, they're still going to have the draft. Are you serious? First of all, why are you even thinking about an NFL draft? There's a killer virus out here, and you talking about the NFL draft right there off the bat. I already know your mind is in a totally different place. I don't know what world you live in, but the NFL draft is the last thing that's going to happen. Okay, that's not happening. Welcome, Zigzag. Welcome. Zigzag says, y'all got any saving strategies such as save everything after bills are paid, or just a consistent amount per check? What's the fastest way to stack once debt free? Right now, you just stack your money. Right now is the time. Right now, there's really no focus outside of what's happening today. Right now, if you're still working, stack your money. Okay, just stack your money. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you got a job and you're debt free, next year, 2021, it's going to be Christmas for you all freaking year. Okay? You're going to get anything you want for a quarter of the price. Dave Sincere says there's a book called $40 Million Slave. It talks exactly about what you are speaking about sports and football being modern day slavery. I just, when I think about football now as an older man, I think about, what are those players' bodies like after they get in their 30s? Even if they retire from football, what are their bodies like? Can they walk around? Are they hurt? Are they constantly in therapy? Gabriel says, if sports get canceled next year, people are going to go crazy. So I'm surprised they're not going crazy now. Dave says, modern day sports is modern equivalent to bread and circus. That's an old term where the Romans would put on arena sports and feed the masses bread to keep them occupied while they made attempts to rule the world. Well, I believe that. Josh 2003 says, LJ, what do you think will happen to law enforcement fields with the virus? Do you think they'll need more people? This is what I wonder. That's a good question, Josh. This is what I wonder. What if the majority of the police get tested and they have the virus? Then what? What happens then? What happens when they say they announced they could never announce it, but I guess that's why the National Guard are in place just in case, right? Because people forget that the National Guard and the police, they're humans too. They're not the virus doesn't discriminate. Oh, you're a police officer, I better not infect you. You're part of the National Guard. Oh yeah, I better not infect you. No. What happens? Nobody really thinks about that. Jewel says freeze-dried foods last 25 years. Wow, I didn't know that. I did not know that. That's good to know. Gabriel says the secret universe made me go to LJ's channel. Yes. Now, Gabriel, you know good and well as you can't talk about the universe. I'm sure you're going to be crazy, Gabriel. Muy loco. Gabriel's loco. Muy loco. He talking that universe crap. Talking about old people. He's talking about the way old people talk about money. Gabriel's crazy. I can only imagine being 19, having this type of knowledge. I couldn't even imagine. You can't even, because 19-year-olds, they're not talking about money like this. So you got to be the oddball. Gabriel got to be the oddball in the crowd. Dave Sincere says the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe, which I love that movie, by the way, was perfect example. Look at all the politics that took place behind the gladiator fights that the masses were completely unaware of. That's how it is right now. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing. Blue water cans last 50 years. I never heard of blue water. What is that? Hey, you guys, don't forget to hit that super chat if you're enjoying this conversation. Don't forget Q&A Sundays is about you guys. All right. Ask any and all personal finance questions. Don't be shy, especially if you're new to the channel. Do not forget you can jump in at any time. You can come online or you can just throw your question in there. Okay. No question is a dumb question. Dave Sincere says a friend of mine I talked with yesterday told me she filed bankruptcy and her discharge date is scheduled to be within the next 30 to 45 days. She's never been happier. She gets to keep her home and her car. To dissolve her business. She had to dissolve her business, but she's going to create another one. So I'm assuming that she filed chapter 11. I don't know if she did it personally, but if she get to keep her house, that means she filed for a chapter 13, which is bad, because put it this way. If I was a bank and somebody filed for chapter 13 or whatever bankruptcy, I know that they're never going to pay off that house that I own. So I'll be totally fine with it. Oh yeah, you get to keep your house because I know you're never going to pay it off. How do I know this? Because you had to file for bankruptcy. People that file for bankruptcy are not paying off houses. Okay, they're not. That's never going to happen. Fallout. The children may not go back to school for the rest of the year. They're not. Some companies may not reopen because of lawsuits. This is going to be a year. Yeah, kids are not going back to school for the rest of the year, and they're not going back to school for next year either. That's not happening. Businesses are going to restructure now. Since they having a lot of people immediately work at home, they're going to restructure just like Uber, Lyft, own a business and not really have employees. Everybody's 1099. Everybody's working from home, responsible for their own taxes and healthcare insurance. You better believe businesses are restructuring and they're going to keep it that way. Believe that. Jewel says life is like the movie Truman Show with Jim. You know, I gotta watch that movie, Jewel. I've never watched that movie, but I think let me write that down. I'm putting that on my list. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm in quarantine, so I'm gonna watch the Truman Show. Thank you, Jewel. I'm gonna watch that show. Dave Sincere says, my cousin hit me this morning, asking me, what am I doing with the stimulus check? I laughed. I said, man, I don't qualify to get the $1,200, so I won't be getting one. He probably's like, oh man, I feel sorry for Dave. Man, you don't even get that money. What are you going to do? How are you going to survive, Dave? Dave Bourne says, just have a friend reach out to me on some get paid from home scam. See what I'm saying? if you're running on fear right now, the scammers are like cockroaches. All right. They're going to be coming out the crevices and cracks of the economy trying to take your money, because scammers are broke too. You think a scammer scams you and pay their own bills? They don't even pay their own bills. They're scammers. They're cockroaches. Okay. So be very careful. Be very careful. They prey off of fear, and they can smell fear. And if you're in fear of your credit getting ruined or losing your car or whatever, they're going to scam you. Okay, Jules talking to Mark. NC Big saying Cosmic Wisdom and Hyphy gave me some reading material to learn how to invest. Use the Discord server. Yeah, you guys get on that Discord server. I put it in the details of every video, so please feel free to do that. We do a lot of talking. It's not just me yip yapping like I do on YouTube, but get in there and join the Discord server, man. And there'll be some interesting topics in there. A lot of people will join, but we got to figure out how to get more people to interact in there. Jewel says water stored in any type of plastic degrades over time. Okay. Rideshare, what's going on? Rideshare done right. What's up? Yeah, right. They have to give these people something to sedate them. You're right. That's why I keep repeating, unless there's a second round of stimulus checks this summer, man. I don't know. I don't know. Rideshare says they'll give them the draft so they can earn a fantasy. They'll give them the draft so they can earn on fantasy football. Yeah, the draft, I guess, wouldn't take that, even though, you know what, I agree, Rideshare. I think they would give them the draft, even though it really doesn't mean anything. It won't mean anything. It won't mean, because there won't be no signing bonuses and all this other crazy nonsense. Just the draft to keep people sedated so they can do their fantasy football league to keep them busy during this time. So I agree with that, man. But it ain't nothing gonna come of it. Oh, he's drafted. Yeah, drafted to what? A non-existent football league? Okay, cool, whatever. Herbert says, LJ, I will treat you to dinner at MB if there are no sports in 2020. MB. What's MB? At MB. If there are no sports. Okay, well, I'll get ready for dinner because ain't gonna be no sports in 2020. None. I can tell you that right now. There's not gonna be no sports. No sports. Josh 2003 says, I saw people on Facebook timeline talking about college football season or losing it if it does happen. LJ, do you see them having teams play but live stream events with nobody? Nope. That'd be an absolute waste of time. Absolutely. Absolute waste of time. Plus, you got to remember, the cure is not here yet. There's social distancing. The rules apply to everybody. You can't say, oh, you're in the NFL. Okay, I guess these social distancing rules. They do contact, blood, spit, sweat falling all over each other. Are you going to risk your life doing that? No, sir. No, sir. No, that's not happening. Basketball, football, well, baseball's not really a contact sport, but they are when they slide in the bases and contact them. But that's not happening. You can't. That's against the law. You can't have contact sports, because I've heard people say that. What if they just do it with no crowd? You're still touching each other. You can't. Charlie Davis is constantly in pain. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I'm with you now, Tony. Old football injuries are something serious. Yeah, and you know, that's not really even talked about. You know, these youngsters get into the football league, they just think about making them millions of dollars, but they don't really talk to these old school cats and be like, hey, man, how's your body? You can't even walk around and you got millions of dollars? No, sir. I ain't doing none of that. No. Rideshare says people need normalcy. Yes, they do. You hear it every day. You hear it every day. These people need it. This won't last through the summer. The Democrats wanted to go through the presidency, but it won't. Oh, it will. This ain't stopping until summer of 2021. But At the same time, rideshare, I agree with you. They can't, in the bigger picture, they got to stop it in the summer, because if they don't do something by the summertime, it's going to be martial law. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So I agree with you to a point. All right. But if they don't do something by the summer, it's going till next summer. Okay. Fallout says our whole system of living is inefficient. People don't need to work 40-hour weeks unless they need to be at your job. People don't need to work for 40 hours a week unless you need to be at your job. The only reason children go to school for 8 hours a day is because you need to work. No, well, kids need to go to school because they need to learn. People work 40+ hour work weeks because they're in debt, because they got mortgages and house, private school, credit cards, mortgage, lawn, furniture, financing. People financing cell phones, financing washer and dryers, financing refrigerators with TV screens in them so they can show their friends on Facebook that they got a TV screen in their refrigerator. How many people, like, for example, I saw this dude the other day. He was doing a cooking show, right? He was doing a cooking thing, right? And he was in his kitchen and he was playing music from his, he had a Pandora playing on his refrigerator just to show off, because he had a thing in his he had a screen playing music. I was like, man, do you think that dude paid cash for that refrigerator? Hell no, that's financed. Quentin says Joe Montana is one 16 different medication that he takes every day. Ooh. How much is that? That money can't do nothing for you then. Jared says, do you think this pandemic will lead a lot of people to seek multiple income or just stay getting by going forward when this is over? I think, Jared, this is what I think. I think people need to stop worrying about creating multiple streams of income, all this nonsense of people. Find yourself first. Don't worry. Right now, everything has been taken off the table as distractions, even money. Find yourself. Find whatever it is that you've been putting on the back burner that you would love to be doing, but you just never did it because it wouldn't make enough money to support your lifestyle or whatever. Now it can. Whatever that passion is, it will come to life. Right now, what I do right now, this is my passion. This is why I'm on 3 hours at a time, because it's my passion. It doesn't feel like 3 hours. It feels like 20 minutes. It feels like 20 minutes to me. This is my passion. Your passion helps people. Passion helps. People are going to remember those who helped them during a time like this. Sit back. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Oh, man, this is the time to make multiple streams of income. You have no idea who's telling you that information, okay? If a person in debt is telling you that, they're running off of fear. Okay. You don't know anybody that's trying to give you financial information. This is what I want you to ask them. Do you have your student loans? If they say yes, do not take financial information. Do not take financial advice from them ever. They're in student loan debt trying to get financial advice, and their student loans are older than their children. No, you don't take financial advice from people like that. Rideshare says chapter 13 or chapter 7 doesn't matter. It's all admitting defeat. That's why it destroys your credit and lenders don't want to deal with you. That's not true, Rideshare. Chapter 7 will free you. Chapter 7 will free you. And once you get chapter 7 and you are free, you won't give a crap about credit. So what? Chapter 13, that's different. No, chapter 13 is for people in debt. Chapter 13 is for people that want to keep the stuff that they don't even own in the first place. Oh, man, I get to keep my house. I get to keep my car. I get to keep, sure you do, whatever, person in debt. But chapter 7, I want you guys to listen to me. If you can get chapter 7, which right now is a get out of debt free card right now, you are guaranteed chapter 7 when this is over. You can just go get a lawyer and say, hey, lawyer, I want to file chapter 7. You get chapter 7, you are free. Who cares about your credit? It doesn't matter. If you are a person that cares about your credit right now and you have no money, this is what I want you to do. If you care about your credit, add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. Yes, including your student loans. Yes, including your mortgage. Yes, including collections. If that is a large negative number, who cares about your credit? You are broke. You have no money. Chapter 7 will free you. You will get to zero. Okay? It is not. It's not admitting defeat. No, it's not. It's not. It's like, this is what you gotta. And I get what Rideshare is saying. Don't get me wrong. I get what he's saying, but this is what I want you to determine if you should file for Chapter 7. Okay. Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years. Right. Now, if you add up all your savings, add up all your debt, savings minus debt equals how much debt you're in. If you add up that debt and you cannot pay that off in 10 years of your life. Now, if you have $20,000 worth of debt, you should not be filing Chapter 7. Okay. But if you got enough debt that you cannot pay off in 10 years of your life, file Chapter 7. Okay. That's my rule of thumb. Jaws 2003 says, LJ, do you think LJ, what? Oh, no, I'm sorry. LJ, what do you think will happen to the salon and barber industry? I see some barbers already doing house calls or people learning how to cut their own hair. I see the industry changing for the worse. I see that's direct contact. That's direct contact. I see for a barber or a salon person to survive, they're going to have to make house calls now. They have to. And even then, people have to trust them. How do they know are people going to risk a barber or a hair salon person coming to their house, not knowing if they have the coronavirus? What if they have the coronavirus and they bring this person in their house and they spread it to their whole family, which they didn't have to happen? They have to learn how to cut their own hair. They have to. And can you imagine all the women that can't get their nails and hair done? Ooh, be looking on social media for people that were glamorous all the time, putting up old pictures for the next 18 months. They're going to be putting up old pictures and old videos for the next 18 months. Fallout says, yeah, I know, but we have made tools so we don't have to work as hard. Everything becomes easier, cheaper, and better over time. We all specialize in something so we can build and produce faster than ever. Yeah, right now is the innovation time. Right now, it's innovation time. What I've been doing right now has always been online. So my life the coronavirus doesn't change my business. It does change the earning potential because people have no jobs. They have no money to pay for my services. But right now, it's about helping people. Who are people going to remember out of this pandemic? People that help them help themselves. That's my goal. They will remember the people that help them. Gabriel says, I can't wait for the 2021 economy. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I can't. People don't think the housing market is not going to. Yes, it is. What do you mean? If nobody has jobs and they can't pay their mortgages, what do you think is going to happen? Crash. Gabriel says, my mom thinks it's going to be normal in May. If they don't give more stimulus checks, this is going to be like LA riots in 92. Yeah. That's called normalcy, Gabriel. That's called normalcy. If they didn't give people dates, they would riot a long time ago. Herbert says, Myrtle Beach. I love it here in Myrtle Beach, Herbert. I absolutely love it here. I absolutely love it here. Love it here. Fallout says, there's no need for university or colleges. Everything should be done online unless you have to do labs. People are realizing they are overpaid for the degree and degrees. I definitely know I overpaid for mine. I kept my student loan for 10 years. I'm not going to add that up because I'll be crying. I would be, if I added up my student loan that I really paid for that piece of paper, I'd probably be off there. You guys probably wouldn't see me online for like 2 weeks because I'll be crying. Gabriel says, in NBA, they're the players playing 2K video games in tournament to have them. People watch it. Oh, Gabriel, that might be the new thing now. You never know. That might be the new online. You know what? Check this out. What if the NFL or the teams, they went online to get the best players? Check this out. The best players of the football games online. Can you imagine? Now, people would pay to watch that. People would pay to watch that. Sports people the NBA, the NFL get a hold of the absolute best Madden players, best NBA, and then make tournaments. Oh yeah, I could see that making a lot of money right there. That would make a ton of money. That goes from physical to digital. Oh man. And if you are a raw player on these video games, because you got to remember, check this out. Think about it this way. There are YouTubers that make a lot of money of people just watching them play video games. Now you do that with sports. Oh man, that's some money right there. That is money. I bet you they're already on that. I bet you that's the next big thing right there. People will pay to watch that. Sharif says they're going to have massive testing before the summer. This will help people go back to work. Yep. They're going to make mandatory shots for you slaves. What's going to be in that shot? I have no idea what's going to be in that shot. What's in the flu shot? I don't know. What's going to be in this cure shot? I have no idea, but they're going to make it mandatory. Believe that. Gabriel says there's people who are smarter. There's people who are smarter than us and are in so much debt. So it doesn't matter how smart you are. That doesn't mean anything. Smart, financial guru, that means absolutely nothing. Rideshare says you should stream on the team. You should stream on the team and Facebook too. I'd like to like it as you nail certain points. You know, I don't know what the team is, but I am going to start. I can stream at the same time to Facebook too, and I'm going to do that. So but you know why I haven't Rideshare? It seemed like YouTube. Facebook is so enclosed. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't know. YouTube is just open for everybody. Facebook, you got to be friends of a friend and like-minded people and all this other stuff. I don't know. I'm not knocking your idea, but if I get out there more, I might start streaming like that. That'd be a good idea. Dave Bourne says jobs that deal with the public still have to practice social distancing out of fear of a second wave. Yeah. Dave Sincere says once people are discharged from BK, creditors are more apt to give you credit unless they were part of your BK. Yeah, they are, but they're looking to rape you. Those people that are offering you credit after your bankruptcy, they're looking to financially rape you with high interest rates. Well, when people get Chapter 7, if you're thinking about Chapter 7, I want you to understand this. Once you get Chapter 7, every single check is yours. And with every single check being yours, you could buy anything you want for half the price from people in the previous situation like you were when you were before bankruptcy. All right. All you got to do is buy cash from people that are in trouble like you were the very reason why you filed bankruptcy. You don't have to spend your money. Gabriel says, LJ, you're better at Dave Ramsey at telling the mental state of debt. You know, Dave, I knew, because I learned, for those of you guys that are new to the channel, I learned what I knew from Dave, but I knew Dave Ramsey, for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, Dave Ramsey. And I knew I could simplify it more than Dave Ramsey. I thought it was, once I discovered it was just basic mathematics, I said, oh, I can simplify things even more. And so I came up with savings minus debt. And voila, here we go. You know what I'm saying? I see you there, NC Biggs. Hold on for a second, sir. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Okay, so I heard you talking about the public servants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like my job. Like I said, I'm a technician that deals with the public, making sure they have cable service and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you right now that they definitely having the social distancing. Though people are not taking it as serious where I am, and you know I'm in North Carolina, so. Mm-hmm. People are not taking it as seriously in some aspects. Like, I'll tell people, hey, you need to be more careful or whatever. They're not doing that.
Are you going in people's homes? Is that what you do?
No, but there are people that are going in people's homes. I don't
cable and internet and stuff like that.
For going in internet, going in people's homes, fixing their services and installing new services and whatnot.
Right.
And actually, there was a report that you know about Spectrum, right?
Yeah.
What about Spectrum? Okay. They had a technician that was diagnosed with the virus, and he had been to like a technician at one of those places like that can be at 4 to 8 people's houses in a day. And that's not counting the fact that people were still probably having, you got to go in these gates to get like your equipment and everything for the day. So you still dealing with a lot of people. You're still being close to people, and then you're in people's houses. And so they had to go to contact every person this guy had been to just to make sure that just to make sure they got tested or let them know they've been exposed, because everybody and those people, all those people, they get high risk. They got high risk people that get exposed to those kind of things because they go into older people's houses. They go into town. They go into those rest homes. So yeah. But yeah, the public service thing it's a very crazy thing right now. We're having to be very cautious about that. But the good news is not a lot of traffic. Not as much traffic as there should be, is what I'm going to say. There's still people riding around just for fun, but I think that's going to start coming to an end as well. Like you were saying earlier about the National Guard. I was trying to say it yesterday. I didn't say it right, but I know Dave Ramsey. He had said something about there might be a 8 weeks. They, like you were saying, like they can't survive. Like I think you and him are basically on the same line.
What was he saying? What was he saying?
He said 8 weeks is how long the economy can last with people sitting in their houses.
Right.
If we don't get back to work within 8 weeks, he says, I don't see how we're going to continue without it getting really crazy. And people, I don't know if people are paying attention, but these grocery stores are looking more and more bare every time I go in.
I noticed that, man. I noticed that when I went to the store the other day. I noticed it's bare. It's getting bare, and they only let a few of us in at a time.
Right. So, and they're putting limits. They're putting limits on signs. I mean, they're not enforcing it yet, but they're putting limits up. They're not enforcing it, but they're going to start enforcing it because people are hoarding food. But the thing is, like, even if you're not hoarding food, most people don't keep an average of maybe a week worth of food or two in their refrigerator. So it's going to get so bad that, I definitely see, I mean, I don't want to fear monger either, but I definitely see it getting really crazy. And I've been telling people, do I got some friends calling me up. They like asking me about video games. And I'm like, listen, man, what are you talking about right now? Like, we talking about video games? Like, what are you?
That's called normalcy, NCB. That's called normalcy.
I said, look, man.
Rideshare said it. It's called normalcy. People want things to be quote normal.
He said, I mean, it's crazy though. Like I told people, I said, look, y'all better get like. I said, all you guys, they talking about, hey man, well, I told them like, you need to buy a gun or something. They're like, well, I gotta wait and stuff. I'm like, no, you don't. You can go get you a shotgun or an assault rifle right now. You can do what you got to do. They're like,
I don't even want to. Honestly, I don't want it to even come to that. But you gotta be realistic, man. You gotta be realistic.
I mean, the way you deal with debt is the way you're teaching people about debt and the way you're teaching people about how to live. Is the same way people need to treat this situation. People need to look at this situation as I'm seriously in trouble. I wouldn't even be in the position. I'd be like sitting here with my pants down, looking crazy right now.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine the panic you probably would have been in had you not even started doing what you're doing now? Can you imagine that?
Oh, I'd be freaking out. I'd be working 700 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm going crazy right now. Like I was because I wasn't even like when it happened. I didn't panic because me and you had talked before, but like it's gotten so crazy. And last week, like I said, I got both of the books that because I know that I know you guys that are debt free. There's one thing that y'all don't play with. If I don't listen to you, you're done talking to me. So I don't want y'all to be.
No, you already, honestly, Base, you already got the bug, man. Ain't no turning back. It's not like somebody could walk up to you and say, "Hey, man, why don't you just stop doing what you're doing and go back to the way you were?" You would look at them like they're crazy. It really ain't really got nothing to do with me anymore, Cosmic or Hyphy. You already done got the bug. There is no stopping. You could not go back to your old way of thought anymore. Think about it. There's no going back.
Nah, I can't do it. But it's just that they're trying to teach me how to invest my time a little bit more wisely because I still have 2 weeks of paid leave. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another paid week. I'm going to take another paid week off right there before my son's birthday. And I'm gonna spend time with him. I'm gonna get him on the bike and get him used to riding the bike. I'm gonna do your Monopoly game. I'm gonna do the Monopoly thing because I love that. That was really good actually. I even like the little like noises you made when you got the answer wrong or something.
Yeah, that was a fun video, man. If you guys haven't seen it, man, please go watch it. I'll put the link in here. Me and my girlfriend's son, man, he's a natural. He's a natural at this. So it's a thanks for taking the time to go check it out, man. I appreciate it. No problem. No, and I actually got the notification for it. So just so you know, okay, we still got the notifications for it. We just didn't get the you just can't comment on it. I did like it though. Right. Yeah. Once it's set as for kids, they automatically turn off the comments.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I would say is, I guess, okay, so I'm thinking about doing this and I'm going to ask you this question because I know usually saving minus debt equals to how much money I have to buy this, but I feel like I should buy this first, second off, kind of think I need, my grandmother's deep freezer is dead. It's dead and we can't get it fixed anymore. I was going to buy one. So that way we can add a little bit more food in the house just in case anything goes on. How do you think? And what do you think about that? What do you think about that idea?
I think it's smart. You can get one cheap right now. Just buy from somebody in debt. You can get one real cheap.
Right. So I'm thinking about doing that. I mean, I've even seen them even at Home Depot, the smaller ones for about $300. So I mean, like I think I can. I would say
do not buy it brand new. No.
Don't buy it brand new
because that's what they know people are coming to buy those, and that's why they're gonna jack the price up because you're not the only one thinking like that. All you gotta do is buy from somebody in debt.
Right. So I'll keep my eye out. What do you recommend, by the way, of me looking like same places like Craigslist?
Yeah, Craigslist, but it's gonna be. I don't know how many people are going after that to store their food. So it might be you might not find it at all, or it's gonna be jacked up. It's gonna be jacked up in price.
Right. Well, I mean, one way or the other, I just think it would be a good investment for the short term and long term. Because I mean, deep freezers they're not a bad investment. Period. You can always have food in there. But I was just curious what your thoughts were on that.
I would say honestly, wait till when it gets closer to summer. Okay, that's my prediction. If something happens, something's got to happen. But the government's got to do something by the summer, by June. May, okay, checks come out now. They're going to be coming out through May. I say June, July. That's when you're going to know what you should do.
Okay, because only reason why I'm saying that is because I got to keep bringing the family out every time I want to go. They want to go shopping, and it's crazy out here. So it's more. I got to be on like red alert the whole time.
Yeah, man.
With the whole family. I mean, I got my grandmother, I got my son, and thankfully I don't have the two babies with me, but I got them two with me, and I got to be on red alert because people are acting crazy. Like they're moving around too fast, and they get real. I mean, people are wearing masks, but then they get into like real close quarters with each other. So I'm like, the mask doesn't protect you unless you have it. It only protects everybody else if you're wearing it. It doesn't protect you if you have it unless you got a filtered one. And how many people have those? So I just don't understand what the point is if you getting real close to somebody if you're wearing a mask and you don't have it. Like what is you doing?
It's getting to the point to where if you don't have a mask, people are going to start getting offended, and they're going to start getting the people are going to start getting physical fights if you don't have a mask. So eventually, I don't want to wear a mask, but eventually I'm going to have to wear one just so the unconscious, the sheeple won't attack. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what people are doing, they're making their mask out of napkins and like old shirts and stuff like that, and bandanas.
Yeah.
Bandanas. I've seen a few bandana types. So I mean, they're out there. I mean, I just was curious about that. Also, I was telling my family I was gonna get a click like for the. I mean, I have one, but I don't feel like. I feel like if these people come to the house, I need something a little bigger or something a little. Because I don't know.
I put it like this: as long as you have something, all right. I don't think you need an assault rifle and all this other stuff. I just want to make sure if somebody decides to break into where I live, I'm not just standing there with a broom. You know what I'm saying? Or a knife. I want to make sure hey, I guess we both gonna go out. I guess I don't know. Because when people get hungry, all the rules are out the window. If people's kids are starving, all the rules are out the window. Laws are not going to apply anymore. People are like, oh man, I can't do that. No, when your kids are starving, the rules are different.
Yeah, so I mean, you're absolutely right. I was telling my son that I was like, you gotta. This is such a awakening for the youth. If the youth are being taught the correct way, like I'm showing my son, like I'm telling my son, like, listen. I said, this is not a game. This is a very serious matter. I said, and these people that he was like, those little kids, they're my friend. I'm like, no, they're not your friend right now. I'm not telling you that they're bad to you. They're going to be mean to you, but you need to be cautious about.
It's hard to explain that to a young child, man. It's difficult. They don't know. They don't understand that there's something out there that you can't see that can kill you. You can't explain that to a kid. No,
you can't. No, you can't. And they don't understand. I mean, they don't understand that you don't even know. It's not even just that you have to be afraid of, but the fact that people panicking will be a dangerous thing as well.
Right. There's a lot of people out there panicking, and you can't let panic take over, man. If you let panic take over, you can't think. You ain't gonna be thinking straight. Like right now, people are thinking, panicking. They're spending all this money that they don't have, digging themselves deeper in debt. They have no idea that they're doing that.
By the way, I want to let you know that I will be I have figured out exactly. I want to talk to you on a personal level. Okay. I have a new YouTube idea, a new YouTube channel I want to create, and then I definitely have a great idea of how I want to do it. Okay. But I just want some ideas from somebody that's been doing it a while, and then on top of that, I'm going to follow your advice. I'm going to wait until everybody falls into debt, and then I'm going to give me a nice Mac Pro, right. and I'm gonna utilize it. That's if, like, the last guy that was on the phone is wrong, because if power goes out and water goes out and all that, then that gets thrown off to the sideline.
Well, that's everybody's out. If the power goes out, there is no internet access and there is no business. So that's out too, right? So
yeah. I don't know if they will let that go to that point, because if the companies are not being ran, military probably would come in.
They would take over. They'll take over. They'll take over those things, because they know that those people cannot run without that. I doubt they would just leave power out for everybody. If that went out, people would have to sleep on shifts in the house. Some people would have to stay up. Some people have to sleep during the day in the house, and some people have to stay up at night in the house to be up. You would have to sleep in shifts.
Yeah, because it's going to get crazy,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't be able to stay near windows at all. Like you'd have to stay away from windows in all places. It would be a jail. It would be a jail in society. It would become jails. It looked like Walking Dead. If you ever seen that show.
Yeah, well, if you see, this is the problem. Like people getting on, if you get on Netflix right now and look at all the #1 movies, what are the #1 movies? Pandemic, the world ending. You know, they're just they're filling their heads with the stuff they see on the movies, and they think it's gonna be like what they see on the movies. You know.
By the way, actually, I find it interesting that they were talking about that they made a show. They made a show just like that scenario. It happened, I think, in New York, and it was called Contaminant. It was a TV show, and it's on Netflix. I saw it. I saw it a couple of years ago before all this stuff happened, and it was just amazing how quickly the military got involved. So when they showed it on, when you got to worry about. I think people are freaking out. I got a lot of people, especially in New York, since New York is like the hottest spot in America right now. It's labeled the hottest spot in America. I don't watch the news on purpose, but every now and then I just want to see what the numbers are, if they're going down or not. And they weren't going down. But I don't even know. I don't know if it's partially fear mongering a little bit, because the media seems to be pushing this. I mean, I'm not saying that this isn't a bad situation. By no means am I saying that, but like I'm saying, like, people seem to be. I think things would work out a little bit better if the people that needed to listen just listened, and the people that needed to not fear did not fear. Like, it's okay to be prepared. It's fine to be prepared for anything, but you don't gotta go and get 6 lines of credit just to pay for your food groceries right now. That's not what's got to happen right now. You know, I mean, unless you're right about them pulling all the credit.
But that's how. Oh no, I am right. I'm right, because people don't really understand. They can get lines of credit, but in the fine print, the bank has the right to stop it and end it. They can pull it back anytime they wish. But people don't really they don't pay attention to
that. That's where it's gonna get bad if they pull the lines of credit, and then like you said, they pull them lines of credit and they ain't giving no money out. That's when the government, like you said, the government has to do something. And and I don't know exactly. Oh, by the way, I was gonna tell you, you know WWE, right? It's
that wrestling stuff.
Yeah. So they're still going to show that. They've always showed a WrestleMania every year. So they've declared that they're going to still show one. But they're not going to have any people.
Think about it. How can it doesn't even matter the people around them. How can they have one if they're social distancing mandatory? How can they have one?
I don't know. They're going to do it anyway.
You know what I'm saying? They're not going to. They're just saying it. They're not going to do it. They can't.
I was like, if they did do it, it would be because their company has been doing really bad, and like this is like the best chance for them to like come back. So if they did this and they broke the rules,
they're not.
Yeah, they would get in trouble.
They would have to break the law to do it, so they're not going to do it. I mean, think about it. They would have to break the law to do it. What you gonna do? Break the law to do it? No, you're not. If you did it, you're gonna break the law, and then they're gonna find you, and then you're gonna lose all the money that you earned from breaking the law. That doesn't even make any sense. But you gotta remember, they gotta tell people this. If they don't tell people this, people will go into a panic.
Yeah, I got a lot of people thinking. I've literally got people at my job like thinking, "Oh man, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be over by summer." I'm like,
okay,
no,
whatever you think,
that'll be over. But yeah, no, it's the, a lot of this stuff has just been going on with the job. A lot of it's really, the job is not. It's not dangerous because we're working outside and we don't get close to people. But have you like gone to like some places? I went into a Wendy's. Sometimes you can go into those McDonald's and those Wendy's. I don't know if you're going to McDonald's anymore, but because you like Blade over there. But anyway,
nah, I ain't like Blade right now. I'll tell you that right now.
Don't
be fooled by my old videos. I'm one of the old video posters right now, so don't worry about that.
And look, that could change in a minute though. Blade come right back. But they had that they got the so I went into a Wendy's and they straight told me, they were like, no, we're only doing drive-through. You cannot come. They had a door unlocked, but they said, no, we're not doing that. You got to come through the drive-through. I was like, okay, but if that's what y'all gonna do, why don't y'all lock the door? But they're restaurants. I don't know how long restaurants are gonna be able to stay open because
the delivery services, they're just making deliveries and drive-through.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like with the people preparing your food,
I mean, they're not. I guess they're not touching you, but I don't know.
But I mean, like I thought that the virus would get on the food.
Well, the coronavirus, it knows not to go through the drive-through window. So it knows, right? It knows to say, "Oh, wait a minute, I can't go through a drive-through window." So we're cool right there. But you remember, they can't. Of course, I know what you're saying there, but they can't do that because people will go into martial law. They can't. There's certain things that they cannot stop, and I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been crazy. I didn't get a chance to really get into your video yesterday. You were talking about AMC, and my friend had just bought stock in AMC. He's been buying stock like he says that he's going to use some of his stimulus money, and I'm like, he really has no money because he's upside down like crazy.
Right. Just hearing a person say they're going to use their stimulus money to invest, that tells me right away that they're broke because they're using it. They need to wait to the stimulus money to get the stimulus money to invest. That means you have no money.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know what they're saying. They don't know they're telling you that.
Yeah, he's going to do this. He's going to use that. He said, like, I'm just practicing. I'm learning. I'm just trying to learn now while everything's messed up. And I was like, well, it would be better if he just kind of just did the opposite, like, because everybody's investing in the stock market. All the guys at work, I told some guys yesterday, which you basically tell me all the time, hey guys, y'all need to wait and then buy everything now. They over there talking about, oh, I'm buying platinum because it's real cheap. And I'm gonna buy platinum. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy gold, and I'm like, I'm just over there shaking my head like.
They don't know that they can't buy anything with negative dollars. If they're in the negative, they're not buying anything. They're borrowing the money to buy. They don't even know.
You heard about what happened to gas? You heard about what happened to gas just recently?
No, what happened?
Russia and Iran, or I think it's Iraq. Russia and Iraq, are like kind of like some of the bigger gas companies, and they were disputing each other. They were arguing. They were like trying to figure out a way to make money. They were like, well, maybe we'll stop doing this for a little while. They got into an argument. Apparently, somehow the negotiations unfolded, and now they just both started flooding the market with gas. So now gas crashed on, I think, Saturday or Friday. They crashed the oil market. They crashed the oil market. So now we got, because everybody was rejecting it. They don't need it. China was rejecting oil the other day because
I heard about that. I think it's all made up. They crashed. We're fighting. We're fighting. No, ain't nobody using gas.
Yeah, and nobody using gas. Like they crashed the market. So if the market's crashed, then I'm not invested in it. But I'm saying, thanks, man. I get lower gas prices I get to fill up not even less.
But do you care? You're not even using gas.
Well, I go back and forth to work every day.
But how far is your job? You said it's not that far from you, right?
Yeah, it's like 13 minutes. So
and you got a Toyota Camry. Well, how much you putting in your tank a week? Tell me how much you fill. When's the last time you filled up your tank in your Camry? When? When?
It was probably
Can you remember? You try
a
to
week and
remember.
a half ago.
Okay.
It was.
You can't even remember. You're like, damn, what day was that?
It was like Friday or Thursday of 2 weeks ago.
I know it was this month, but damn.
It wasn't this month. It was last month.
Who cares?
So what is your advice on finding a good mechanic also? Because I've been looking for that, and I'm pretty sure mechanics they're running pretty smooth right now still. A lot of them are still running. So what would you say a good?
I would honestly, man, I'll just look them up online, see if they got bad comments or good comments. You know, I would look like that.
Okay, that's how you find them. Okay.
Mechanic, I got lucky, man. I just happened to get lucky and found a good one right off the bat. I just got lucky.
Right, because I wanted to do a few things to the car. I don't know if you. I want to fix a few things that I told you I was going to fix later. This is about the time to fix them, so I'll fix them, and then honestly, the rest of it's really I'm not in a rush. I just do things whenever I feel like it. At this point. Okay. But I just was curious about that. Because I know you show your fly car again, like the pictures there, man. I'm like, man,
I just love my damn truck. That's all, man.
Hey, it's a nice truck, man. I mean, you did a lot of work to it. I mean, it deserves. I mean, I just hope I can get my Camry looking.
Oh, you will.
Decent,
you will. You will. You'll see. You'll see. Once you're free, man. Anything, you just find a good mechanic, and that's it, man.
Yeah. Well, Cousin Williams said, bump the car, leave that car just look wherever it looks. And I was like, I really wanted to look a little better, just a little.
And you can, man. When that time comes around, just wait for your chapter 7 to come through, and then you'll do it. You'll do it, man.
Right. Because I only got a month left.
For what?
Because I go in June. I go back in June.
You got a month left for what? What are you talking
about? To file. I file in June. So
okay, gotcha.
For chapter 7, because remember I told you I bought the Camry.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's smart. So, follow the laws, man. Don't mess around and break any rules. Follow right to the T.
Right. Well, it's going to help me out in the long run. I got a few things I can add to the chapter 7 now, so it's going to be nice that I get to do that. But I really appreciate it, man. I hope everybody's listening to you, man, and you're not fear mongering. You're just telling the truth out here, man.
Just telling the truth, man. That's it.
It's getting serious, and you're being serious about it. You're taking it as serious as it is. So I appreciate it, man.
All right, sir. Have a good one, man. Appreciate it.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Hey, man, shout out to excuse me. Shout out to Quentin Cameron for the $5 Cash App donation. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you. And for those of you that are in the room, I do have a super chat up there. I finally got it after 6 months of going back and forth with YouTube, but I finally got it going. Here's my Cash App right here. There it is. I know it's not. I'm not saying that you have to do anything right now. It's a hard time, so I'm just putting it out there. Not saying you have to donate anything. All right, so I'm just putting it out there. Okay. Let me get back to the questions here. I hate it when it goes that far. 92. Did we do that? Should be online. People are realizing people. Okay, Gabriel says in NBA the players playing 2K games in tournament to have people watch them. Wow, people will do that too. Professional sports players playing video games, people will watch them and somehow believe, since they play professional sports, they would probably be good at a video game when one has absolutely nothing to do with it. I think it's brilliant, though. I think that's a smart idea. I think it's brilliant. Dave Bourne says sports will not make money without fans. They are losing millions on merchandise. Also, each seat is worth about $300 a head between concessions and merchandise. Oh yeah, they're losing tons of money. Okay, but online play, that's a whole new playing field right there, man. If you good like this, you kids out there, if you guys are good at these games right now, That's going to be the next money maker. They're going to NBA, NFL. They're going to start paying professional online players top dollars if you are raw. Believe that. That's coming. Believe that. Sharif says they're going to have massive testing before the okay. We said that part. All right, cool. All right, we did that. Okay, I think I missed Gabriel's there. Okay. All right, we're going way back. Okay, I'm messing all kind of up. All right, you have to do it. Practice social distancing, the second wave. Discharge that BK credits out to give you credit unless LJ better. Okay, so James Stokes says a barber in Detroit made house calls and he got it and died. I think I heard about that. Mark says, bro, I'm looking for clippers right now. Got to learn how to cut that head. Joss 2003 says, I see women on IG and FB already posting old party and vacation pics. So this has already begun. People are slowly losing it. It will be interesting to see what happens. All those women out there that got their hair and nails done all the time. Ooh, I wonder how they really look now. Layman says online racing NASCAR is blowing up online. Ooh, I got to look that up. Instagram. Oops, man, this thing. You guys, man, this I'm appreciating you guys' participation a lot. I'm just trying to hurry up and keep up with you guys. I apologize. All right, Layman says Dale Earnhardt Jr. is racing on Elon. See what I'm saying? The stars are racing on video games, and now the people are going to connect and thinking because he's Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's somehow going to be better at a video racing game because he drives a real car. You know, but it's brilliant. Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant. Fallout says the USA could cut 30% to 20% of the jobs. Companies are now realizing they don't need all those workers. We are already in a recession. Oh, yeah, we're already here. You know that, and I know that. But the majority of people don't realize that it's not going back to the way it was before. Now that jobs and businesses know they can have people work from home, you better believe that. Why do you think 5G is getting put into place? Because that's where it's going. They need the capacity, they need the bandwidth to handle that many people working from home. They need it. It has to be that way. Willie Garcia, welcome, sir. Haven't seen you in a minute. I've always been a firm believer of savings. Times like this would be another reason. I wonder how many people who thought I was crazy about preaching savings and debt-free living are thinking now. They don't want to hear your mouth. I know that, Willie. They don't want to hear a word you got to say. Oh, he's just trying to rub it in our face. I know he told us, but whatever. What about now? You know? Sharif says, L, are you not going to get the shot even if it's mandatory? Well, if it's mandatory, I'm going to have to take it. But I tell you what, they're going to have to make it mandatory. Okay. And you got to remember, if you follow the sheeple and they find out you ain't taking the shot, people are just not going to be around you because the way people think about it mentally. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's a whole nother story. Honestly, you guys, I don't know what's going to be in this shot. I just don't know what's going to be in it. Just like I didn't know what's in the flu shot. Oh, man, you take the flu shot, it's going to get you sick first, and then you're going to build up immune. I'm not doing that. I've been stopped taking the flu shot, and I haven't had the flu in years. Gabriel says, ever since listening to LJ, it made not like sports more for whatever reason. Made you not like sports? I mean, I'm not against sports, but I mean, when I see people fight over teams or when somebody gets online and say, oh yeah, that's my team, man. This is my team. No, it's not. It's not your team. It's just a team you chose. That's it. Yeah. Next purge might be. Zigzag says, if you can afford to take a year off, I advise Zigzag, and I do understand what he's saying. I chose this. It took me a year to let go of the 40-hour work week thought process. It took me a year to let that go. I mean, letting go of my job title, letting go of the 40-hour work week, weekends off, it felt like I was coming off of drugs. It felt like I was coming off of drugs. Withdrawals, like I was coming off of some smack, some crack. Fallout says, if you look at Zillow, home prices were already being cut before the shutdown. $350,000 home has been cut by $100,000. We're only 1 month in. Oh yeah, they're gonna go all the way rock bottom. Rock bottom prices. Okay. Gabriel said, damn, I wish I had money to buy a house. Don't worry about that, Gabriel. Don't worry about that. Man. Gabriel, if I was 19 and knew what you knew, man, oh my God, you guys, I know you don't know. I'm 50. You're new to Earth. You only been on Earth for 19 years. I know you don't know a lot of stuff, but you got the advantage right now, man. You got the advantage. You just don't. I mean, I know you know it. I just can't even imagine being in your world at 19. I can't. My world would have been different. I wouldn't have got serious with check it out, Gabriel. I wouldn't have got serious with anybody, any woman that was in debt. That's number one. I wouldn't even had sex with her. I wouldn't even had that chance. I'm not getting a woman pregnant that she's in debt. If I got with a girl, she was cute, and then she turned around and told me she had $100,000 of student loan debt, I said, I wouldn't be having sex with you. We're not having sex. No, it's going to be protected. Sorry. I don't even want the chance that to happening. No. Oh, you're this and that, Linnell. You're stuck up. So what? Goodbye. We can be friends. We're not doing anything else. We're not marriage. Are you crazy? We're not even boyfriend and girlfriend. I wouldn't have had that. That just wouldn't have never happened. My whole life would have been different. Any woman I would have got with, I would have been like, oh yeah, you cute. I'm cute. Oh yeah, you're fine. I'm fine. Okay. How much debt you have? You got debt? I don't know. Well, you probably should find that out, because we ain't going no further than this if you don't know how much debt you're in, especially if you're not even going to do anything about it. Our relationship would be an absolute waste of time. Absolute. I don't want to waste your time. You need to go find that man, that Prince Charming. Thank you, Angel. Excuse me. Not Angela. Angel, thank you very much. Great content. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you. Angel says, yes, we have none in stock. I think you meant to say stock, right? Angel says, I'd suggest a list. Prepare for 2 weeks of food. Yeah, we just went shopping yesterday, so we got our couple of weeks in. Angel says, get items like rice, dried beans, and canned goods. Got all that. Yeah, because I don't know if you jumped on by that time, but when I went to the store yesterday, excuse me, sorry about that. Went to the store yesterday, and they was only letting so many people in the store at a time. It's getting worse, people. And then when I walk through the aisles are starting to look bare. There was a lot of gaps on the shelves. Fallout says the U.S. mortgage debt is $16 trillion. If home prices get cut in half, people will not pay for a mortgage if they're underwater that much. People can't swim. You sure? You better believe that's exactly what's going to happen. Housing prices are going down now. Listen, check it out. People are not even paying attention. Listen, housing prices are going down now, right? But they just dropped refinance your house rates right now to really, really low prices. So people are going out, hurrying up and refinancing their houses before their houses drop in price, right? And then they're going to take that money, and guess what they're going to say? We're going to sit on this money and we're going to ride out this recession. They're not taking that money out in cash, right? They're not taking it out in cash. It's just sitting there, right? They don't realize if it gets worse than worse, guess what? Those banks are going to cut off those lines of credit. They have every right to cut off every single person's line of credit. That's in the rules. Good luck. Unless you go to the bank and say, hey, man, I want my line of credit in cash, which they're not going to give it to you in cash. Guaranteed they're not going to give it to you. You're going to be like, wait a minute, I thought it was my money. Well, I wonder what excuse, if somebody got a line of credit, right? Say like they got a line of credit of refinance their house and got $20,000 or $30,000 line of credit. And then they walk into the bank and say, yeah, I want that in cash. I guarantee the bank's going to say, no, you can't do that. And then the person's got to say, wait a minute, I thought that was my money. What do you mean? That I wonder what excuse they're going to give that person. Angel says, if you can grow your food, man, that's definitely, I cannot grow my food for sure. I can't. I got some friends I follow on Instagram, Urban Bros BR, Urban Bros BR. They show you how they've been showing me how they've been growing their food for I've been following for like a year or two. They've been growing their own food in the backyard. They ain't got nothing to worry about. Angel says, make sure your immune system is built up. Sure, better believe that. You better believe that. Keep that immune system up. Gabriel says the sheep horde. LJ is a funny man. No, I call them they're the sheeple. I spell it SHEOPLE. Sheeple. Herbert says, LJ, you should wear a mask for protection on both sides. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to. If you don't, pretty soon people are going to be like, oh my God, who are you? You spreading germs and this and that. Okay, I got it. Makes sense. Angel says, great information. The gun store is open. Yeah, I bet it is open. I bet 7 days a week here in the Midwest. I guarantee you it's open. And I guarantee you this, the people that own them gun stores, I bet you they're on high alert. I guarantee you they got somebody in the back with a chopper just in case somebody thinks they're going to come into the gun store and rob it. Guarantee they're on high alert. Gabriel says, this has not been a good year for me. My grandpa died, Kobe died, and the coronavirus. This is bad for a lot of people. A lot of people. Zigzag says, mass drive-through delivery services are all just false senses of security. I believe so. What's up, bro? This is my brother. Oh, I like the way you put the shirt up in there, bro. I like that. I've been trying to text the links to you every time, but I think bro's been enjoying his time on being free, taking advantage of all that free time. Lemon for Life says, my daughter told me their class is doing Zoom classroom. That's the same with my girlfriend's son. He's 6. Classes for about an hour a day, and might be able to host a debt-free class. Okay, yeah, let me know. I would love to join that. Please reach out to me for that, for sure. That would be awesome. Man, I would love that. Oh, that would be so cool. That would be really cool. Lemon for Life. I don't know if did you see that link? I made a video with my girlfriend's son in it. I put it in the comments here, and I'll post it again just in case. And let me know what you think about it, because I'm going to teach finances to children using the Monopoly, because a lot of people don't realize that you can master finances just with using the game of Monopoly. Can help you master finances. James Holly, welcome. Happy Easter, SMD crew. Just saw you were live and wanted to drop in and let you know that kid is a rock star and a light in this world. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, James. Much appreciated, man. He is let me tell you something, James. He's gifted. I ain't gonna lie. I can't talk to him like a 6-year-old, because he's well advanced past his 6-year-old age, because sometimes he'll pull some stuff, right? He'll pull some stuff on his mama, but hey, you ain't gonna pull that on me, little kid. You ain't pulling that on me. I know where you're at. I know you're smart, but you ain't smarter than me. Okay. All right. So you could fool all the grandparents and your mama. You ain't fooling me. There's different rules when it comes to me. But he is I'm excited for the next video we're gonna make. We're gonna move up to 50s. because I think we went up to 20s. And then once we get done, what I'm teaching them right now is how to count money, how to do the combinations of different money. So when it's time for him to buy properties on the board of Monopoly, he'll know how much to give me, right? So he'll know. So that's what I'm working on right now. So appreciate it, James. Jaws 2003 says, LJ, what do you think will happen with the child care industries? My son's daycare just closed down for 2 weeks. I think they will be closed down longer, and some of the places will go under. They will go under. Social distancing. They have no choice but to go under. How can daycare stay open? They can't. That's unfortunate. They can't. They just can't. They can't stay open. What are they going to do? Risk exposing their kid to corona, and then the kid comes home and spreads it to the rest of the family? They can't survive. Limb for Life says, LJ, should I lock my kid's social security number from people being stolen and used to hack accounts? Can you lock? I don't know if you can lock your social security number. What I did, me and my girlfriend was just talking about this. What you can do is on the back, you can call the Social Security Administration, and you can check in to see if that Social Security number has been used, right? Because you can't check online and see if somebody put, under credit and all this other stuff, right? So you can call the Social Security Administration as a parent and say, hey, I'm calling to see if my kid's Social Security number has been used anywhere. And of course, they're going to have the answers for sure. James Holly says, sorry, I can't stay too long. Got to eat dinner. He's probably already out of here. Dinner with the fam and a few. Hope all is still safe and secure. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for taking the time out of your day to enjoy it and be part of the show. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Sharif says, imagine not enjoying your job before the virus, and now you have to put your life on the line. Oh, yeah, on the line because of an essential worker. So, ooh. You were right. And this is crazy. This is crazy. They're making people work for less pay, risking your life. Risking your life. And the people are doing it. Why? Because they're in debt. They're not giving you extra pay. They're not giving you hazard pay. They're actually cutting your pay and then saying you still got to work the same hours. Only slaves do that. I would quit in a minute. I quit. Oh, yeah, you're going to work 40-hour+ work weeks and we're going to cut your pay by 20%. I'll be like, no, you're not. I quit. I'm not staying here. Goodbye. But guess what? They got 1 million other people that will replace them in a minute for less pay. 1 million other people. My little bro says, I've been relaxing, big bro, cooking for the family. I know, man, you done vanished. All that relaxation. Oh, look at Pat. He think he all that. He ain't tripping. He ain't doing this, man. Look at him cooking, having fun. Look at that. Oh, man. Hey, bro, I'm happy that you're doing it, man. I'm so glad. Even though it took 2 years, little bro, I'm glad you're listening now, man. I'm glad you're enjoying what financial freedom feels like. It's not, you don't have to have $1 million. You don't have to have $1 billion. You don't have to have $1 trillion. All you got to do is just be above zero. That's it. That's it. That is it. Limit for Life says, okay, I will look at it with my kids. Okay. Did you get the link in there? It should be still in there. If not, I can post it again just in case if you guys missed it. Let me put that link back in there. Yeah, I moved it. Okay. 1 second, you guys. Love today's Q&A. If you're just joining, today is Q&A Sundays. You can ask any question you wish right now. Whoa, what happened there? What's going on? What's up with that? That was weird. Okay, 1 second. Video. Oh, there it is. 1 second, you guys. 1 second. Okay, here we go. All right, if you haven't, please take the time to enjoy it. Much appreciated. We had a ball making the video. It was very fun. It was very fun. Check that out, Limit for Life. They going under for sure. Zigzag says y'all acting like the super chat is invisible, like the coronavirus. You know what? Zigzag. This is what I say, man. It's people are in hard times right now, and I get it. I'm not saying that you have to, but people are losing jobs. They need that money, so I get it. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'm just letting you guys know it's there. Okay, that's cool. James Holly says, LJ, for the conversation, I am refinancing my box I stay in, dropping to a 2.8 on a VA mortgage, 8 years into a 30 right now. The refi reduces interest, obviously, but the new will be a 19-year. First, VAs, man, I don't know how to get away with that legally. VA mortgages are horrible. They're absolutely VA mortgages is considered a subprime mortgage. That's a subprime. And I don't see how they can do that to people that serve. I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't understand it. They make it sound like it's special or something that, only military people can get it. So what? It's horrible. But you know what? If it's I tell anybody, if you can refinance into the absolute best mortgage in the United States of America, that's the one you want to refinance into. Okay? Because right now, refinancing a house, what it did was pretty much houses are gonna tank. Okay, yeah, you think you're saving money right now, but if your house falls down to $100,000, $75,000, you're gonna be immediately upside down. That interest rate, you're not gonna care about the interest rate that you're getting right now. Refinancing the house right now is actually a mistake. This is what I suggest do. Okay, this is a gem. If you guys are listening closely, this is what I want you to listen closely right now. Okay. Before houses drop, if you have equity in your home, I don't care what kind of mortgage you got, doesn't matter right now. If you got equity in your home right now, I strongly suggest, and you got student loans, and you got enough equity in your house to substantially pay off a good portion of those student loans or pay them off completely, refinance your house and pay off those student loans. Because if you lose your job and you lose everything you have, guess what else you lose? You lose your student loans too. Okay? You lose your student loans too. James Holly says acceleration of 3 years, moving to a 15-year and closer to zero. Okay. You have student loans, James Holly? You got student loans? Sharif says, you should play the board game, The Game of Life, with your girl's kid. I never knew how deep the game was until I got older. The Game of Life. Okay. I never played that game. Writing that down. Game of Life. Okay. James Holly says, with the same payment. No. In actuality, James, it's really, I know it seems like it's the same payment, but it's not. Okay. I'm just telling you right now, VA mortgages, man, they're horrible. They're horrible. They're not good. Anything less than the best, put it this way, James, anything less than the absolute best mortgage on the market, it's considered subprime. Okay. Gabriel says, I'm just gifted to know all of this before knowing you, LJ. I thought I was the only that thought how I thought. Yeah, you know what's so crazy, Gabriel? You know, you feel like that because the majority of people are in debt, right? But you will be rich, man. You're gonna by the time you're 30, I know at 19 you think 30 is old, but it's not. It's not old. It's not old. I promise you, it's not old, right? And by the time you're 30, you're gonna be so rich, man. They're not even going to understand how, even if you told them, Gabriel, hey man, how'd you become a millionaire? I just stayed out of debt. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. What are you talking about? There go Gabriel talking crazy. He's muy loco. Crazy Gabriel. No. Okay. In Spanish, they say the adjective after the person. So Gabriel loco, right? Gabriel muy loco. I always get twisted back and forth in Spanish. Limit for Life says, I have it on my daughter's computer now. Cool. James Holly says, paying $700 more in principal with the same payment. I used VA. Paying $700 more in principal with the same. I mean, if you're working on paying it off, hey man, do your thing. I'm not knocking what you're doing. I'm not saying that you even doing it wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you the comparisons with mortgages, right? If you think about it right now, if nobody gets a financed house on sale, so if you ever walked up to this is for everybody, it's not just for you, James. If you see a house in a yard, it says, hey, this is $300,000. That price you see on that sign is only for people who pay cash. If you're financing a house with a mortgage for 30 years, that sale price has nothing to do with you, right? So if you know this, if you know nobody gets a financed house on sale, right? You need a mortgage. Why would anybody accept anything less than the absolute best mortgage on the market? Why would you accept anything less? Nothing. You walk into a bank, you say, hey, I need a mortgage. They say, which one you want? You say, the best one you have. The bank's going to give you a list of requirements. You're going to take that list. And if you meet the requirements, congratulations. You just got the best mortgage on the market. If you don't meet those requirements, you leave the bank and you don't come back until you do meet the requirements. Period. Shout out to Mike Ruambo for the $5 donation. Zigzag, LOL. Mike always comes through, man. Hey, Mike, you always come through, man. You always be coming through with that, man. I appreciate you, man. I really do. I really do. Much appreciated. See, you can always tell the people that are still working. Hey, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. James Holly says, no student loans. My kids either. Remember me? No. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not knocking your plan. You still, hey man, you're in it. Do what you need to do to change or to make it. But I only know two people that actually own their home, right? That actually own their home. I only know two people. So when you become that person, James, let me know, man, because I want to know three people. I want to be one of those one day, but I got to work on it. Oh, man. Back in the day, I was trying to be a CCIE. I really was. I really wanted to be a CCIE, but I just didn't feel like putting in that kind of time. Do you still gotta update that CCIE every 2 years or something like that? Is it still like that? Or is it 1 year? Shout out to Gabriel. Here you go. Now finance. Now go find. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna fill out a credit app to see if I can get finance that McChicken. Thank you. Shout out to Gabriel for the $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Hey, Gabriel, I still want my million though. Don't think I forgot about it. You're gonna have like 20 million, so you could give me one. All right, you still have 19. You can still do what you want to do. All right. James Holly says, not anymore. After 20 years, I have it for life. Oh, okay. Wow. They still paying top dollar for CCIEs? They still making all that money? Because that's why I wanted to be a CCIE, because of that money. But then again, college, just like a college degree, CCIE only can be applied when you're good at what you do. I'm assuming that you're still working, James. You still working? You still working now? Because I assume right now, remote IT people, they can pretty much call the shots right now. They can pretty much call the shots. I had a company reach out to me yesterday, and they were like, "Hey, we saw your resume up online, man. We're offering $60 an hour." I said, "I require $100 an hour." I haven't heard back from them. You just ain't gonna write me and say, "Hey, we're paying this." No, I want this, $100 an hour. Period. I haven't been in the computer game for the last 4 years, but I'm very good at virtualization. Very good. VMware to be specific. I'm a VMware remote master. All right. And they're going to pay for it. You ain't getting it for free. James says, money and still working. My life is quarantine like you. Yep. Hey, James. When they called my life, when they put a name on my life right now, it's called quarantine. I was like, what? My life is called quarantine? I love my quarantine life. Hey, check it out. My life is called quarantine. They was looking at me like I'm crazy. No, I wouldn't go up to nobody and say that. Gabriel says, I told my friend about your channel, and they said he has too little subscribers, so they can't hear. I know, right? I love it. You know what? People look at subscribers like it has something to do with the channel, right? They have something to do with the channel. They just think, oh man, he can't be nobody. Why? Because he only has a little bit of subscribers. I know people think that. People go by I think that's why some people turn off their subscriber count, because people think that way. If they go to your channel, the first thing they do is see how many subscribers you have. And if you don't have that many, you must not be about nothing. That's not true. Let me tell you guys, it's about content. People come back for quality content. All right. That's what they come back for. You think if I had bull crap content, you think people would come on here and listen to me for 3 hours? They wouldn't listen to me for that long. They'd be out of here. Gabriel says $100,000 an hour. Oh my God. I told him, I didn't say 100,000. I said $100 an hour. I said, because they said $60 an hour. I said, my requirement is $100 an hour. You ain't just going to write me and tell me what you're going to pay me. No, this is what I want. $100 an hour. If I'm gonna sign on a dotted line and give them, because they get a lot of like Indian recruiters, right? And they want, hey man, here's my. Then they want you to sign all this documentation. Hey, you're gonna sign here to say nobody else can represent you. I'm not doing any of that. $100 an hour. Then they just leave you alone. They stop sending out random, like bulk mail to send it to anybody in IT to see if they're gonna respond. You know, I can't stand that. Patrick Young says they look at subscribers like money. If you did your videos in a Lamborghini, I'm sure those subscribers would go through the roof. Exactly. You know what? When I go to people's channels, just check this out. When you understand how this works, if I go to somebody's channel and they're talking and they got a Lamborghini in the background, I click away. Because to me, when you got you up there, why do you got that prop in the background? Why you got that gimmick in the back? Oh, that Lamborghini in the background is supposed to give you more credibility. Why are you doing that? Click. I look at people like that when I look at commercials, like the Geico commercials. They got a talking lizard, right? That's insulting. When I see that commercial come on, I'd be like, why you got this talking lizard? You know lizards don't talk. Why are you pretending he talks? Because it's a gimmick. When commercials put gimmicks up there like that, they're telling you about their product. They need a gimmick to sell you their product. That's the value of their product. So if you got Geico insurance, I'm sorry for you, but you got insurance from a talking lizard? No, sir. I'm not buying no insurance from you. Lizards don't talk. Like the latest commercial, he's pretending that the background people doing the commercial, they're making him laugh. I'm like, what is this? This is insulting. This is insulting. Gabriel says all financial gurus are panicking like Houston McMiller. Gabriel, leave him alone. Gabriel, leave Houston alone. Leave him alone. Okay? You're getting them all riled up. I see the responses in the comments that you leave in the man. Leave Houston alone. All right. He's out there trying to get his money too, and you just keep bothering him. I stopped. Hey, Gabriel, I stopped going over to Houston. I can't do that anymore. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Denzel ain't been back though. He ain't been coming to the page lately. Denzel, what are you doing over here? Denzel, why are you here? I'm not bothering you. The coronavirus is going on. Why are you bothering me? What are you trying to do? Stop it. I can see you coming. I'm Neo in the Debt Matrix. I can see you. Stop. Stop already. Q&A Sundays. We're going over. I forgot this is Easter Sunday. All right. I'm giving some Easter love. We're going 3 hours over. We're over 3 hours. You know, 3 hours usually the cutoff, but since you guys are participating, we're gonna go as long as there's participation. This is about you guys. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. And if you're new to the channel, don't be shy. Jump on in. Jump on in here. Ask any question you wish. Okay. James Holly says, I always work from home. Oh, okay, cool. I'm a technical architect for a large critical government agency with no backup and consulting hours. Exactly what CCIE routing and switching should have. Rewards for 20K pages and mucho testing. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I got in. When I was trying to go that route, James, I was getting into the routers and switches and the language inside the programming. But I was like, man, that's not my thing. I didn't really want to deal with. I didn't want to deal with routers and switches. I know what they're in place for. I know their purpose. Did I want to program them? No. But it's good. It's cool. But congratulations, man, on that CCIE, man. I was trying to go for that, but I didn't go to Cisco route. So Gabriel says Denzel might be freaking out too, man. I don't think he's freaking out because I do believe he's debt free. I do believe Denzel's debt free. I don't think he's freaking out. That's what I don't think. Sharif says, LJ, what do you know about negative interest rates? I don't know about anything about negative interest rates. I don't know enough about to speak about it. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna see what they mean by it. I know what they're telling people out in the open, but I gotta look from my debt-free eyes, so I gotta look that up. just to hear negative interest rate, it just sounds, honestly, to hear that term, it really sounds stupid to me. Negative interest rates, okay, whatever. Let's see what that means. Let's see what you're trying to tell us what it means. So I'm gonna look that up, interest rates. And if anybody in here know what negative interest rates mean, please feel free to tell us, because I don't know what it means. NC Big says Denzel's going to talk to the government and show them his velocity banking skills. Yeah, right. I think he's, honestly, NC Biggs, I think he's a smart young man and he's just out making money. But velocity banking is going to collapse. It's going to collapse just like the gyms. It's going to collapse just like anything that had, just like the NBA, just like the NFL, anything to do with social gatherings. That is done. That's borrowed money. Velocity banking is borrowed money. I know that has nothing to do with social gathering. I mixed those two up by accident. But velocity banking is based on borrowed money. Once the money runs out, velocity banking, they're not going to let anybody borrow money with no job. They're not going to do that. They're going to cut off lines of credit with a quickness. Gabriel says NBA players must be panicking too. They're cutting their paychecks. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine? It's twofold. Now, you got to remember, now NBA players, professional sports players, they're not looked on as, and they're not idolized. They're just regular people now. They're just like everybody else. Nobody's special. And if they had the debt mentality going into professional sports, they are in trouble. They're in trouble. and they're going to cut their pay. Because when you're young and naive and you go into the professional sports, now everybody and their mama wants you to support them. Can you imagine how many young players damn near support their whole family, right? Support their whole family. Now they're not going to get paid. Everybody loses, not just them and their entire family is going to lose because they were in the debt mentality. They didn't know how to say no. Oh, you got millions of dollars. I know I do. You don't. The answer is no. Oh, yeah, he's out too, Gabriel. MG, the mortgage. Oh, yeah, he's out. All those guys pushing FHA mortgages, you guys see them online pushing, hey, man, do the FHA 20K3 for building, and you can FHA mortgages, and you're out. See ya. You're not making it through this. 18 months? No, you're not. You're not making it through this. You are gone. You're gone. Sharif says negative interest rates will allow banks to take money from our savings. Negative interest rates will allow banks to take money from I'm not sure what that means. Backs. What are backs? James Holly says, peace to all. Catch up soon, SMD family. Happy Easter. Thanks, James, for joining. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you. Gabriel says, LJ, is there something of being half Matrix and half not, like the bad guy from the first Matrix? Yeah, half Matrix. I believe, yeah, I think when you're coming out, I think you can be half in and half out. It counts on how long you've been in it. And if you come out of it, if you're trying to come out and you don't know, if you don't have anybody to talk to, just like you said, you thought you were the only one that thought like this, Gabriel, right? Can you imagine how many people are out there just like you, Gabriel, know that something's wrong, but they have nobody to talk to? And so they got to be halfway in and halfway out. They have to be. What's up, Abe? Welcome. Welcome. Jaws 2003 says, LJ, if you watch ESPN 30 for 30, a lot of athletes are in debt, are in a debt mindset. Also, their health is it's crap. When they get older, some take their medical settlement payouts and they spend it on nonsense. Wow. I believe all that. I believe that. Yeah. I mean, honestly, man, if I can get a professional sports player to help them, right? If I can get a sports player right now that I can help them turn this around, really, I would love to help a professional sports player turn this around, man, because I can help them say no, especially when they're young. Can you imagine being in your 20s, just out of teenager, been 20s, and you just don't know how to say no to family members? I would teach them how to say no. No, you can't have none of my money. I don't care how you feel about it. The answer is no. Shout out to Zigzag for the $5 super chat donation. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Zigzag. Much appreciated. Shit, gas is so cheap, it probably filled my truck up for $5. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Gabriel says, and people in Twitter are saying they're going to spend their $1,200 check on Gucci, Supreme, and stupid nonsense. They be saying it out. Notice how they say it out loud too. They tell the world when they get online and say that to the world, they're telling the world that they are broke. They're broke. Think about it. Somebody will get online and tell the world that they spent $800 on a Gucci belt. That belt didn't cost $800 to make. I'm not knocking Gucci for helping people. However, they figured out how to make people believe that their belts and purses cost as much as they do. But if Gucci can make people believe that their belt costs $800, more power to Gucci. More power to Gucci. They will get online and say, hey, man, yeah, I just dropped $800 for a belt. You did? You're broke. Money isn't real anymore. Time is. Yeah. Hey, Gabriel, money's never been real. It's never, for people in debt, money's not real. Now, if you're new to the channel, you're probably thinking, what do you mean? Okay, this is a magic trick for those of you that are quiet and listening to the channel. So this is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to reach in your pocket and I want you to pull out some money. It doesn't matter the denomination. Don't even tell me. This is part of the magic trick because I'm going to do it through the internet, okay? All right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to hold that money in your hand, that you can see it, you can smell it. It's there, you can touch it, right? And this is what I want you to do. Whatever the amount of money that you have in your hand, I want you to take that amount of money minus your total debt. Yes, including your mortgage. Yes, including your student loans, okay? The money in your hand minus your total debt equals the money in your hand, okay? Now you tell me, is that money still in your hand? Now this is the dilemma. You're going to have trouble with this. Are you going to believe mathematics or your lying eyes? Okay. The money in your hand minus your debt equals the amount of money you have in your hand. If that's in the negative, that money's not in your hand. Ta-da! Thank you. Good night. Now, which one are you going to believe? Mathematics or your lying eyes? Which one? Ta-da! Thank you. Thank you. Good night. I'd like to thank everyone. I'd like to thank my mom for having me. I'd like to thank my 5th grade math teacher. No, I'm just joking. Josh 2003 says, my understanding that they offer some financial counseling for new people in professional sports. One coach told me his players, do you want to live like a king for 5 years or a prince for 50 years? I wish I could have a class to teach these players, because I bet even the classes that they're sent to, I bet you they don't teach what I teach there. Guarantee they don't. I guarantee you they don't. NC Big says, how they going to get Gucci when stores barely have food? Exactly. You're buying Gucci when stores don't got food? See what I'm saying? They're telling you everything about themselves. Gabriel says, when I noticed something was wrong in being in the Matrix, I hated school. It felt like prison. I get how you felt like that, because schools are designed to teach you the basics to be a worker. Now you can take what you learn, because all you need is the basics to become a millionaire, but it counts on what you do with those basics, because they need you to a point to where you need to read, write, do a little bit of mathematics, know a little history or whatever, right? Just enough so you can become a regular worker, or you can take that same math that you learned in grade school and apply it to your finances and become a multimillionaire. It's totally up to you. Gabriel says, LJ is a prophet and a messiah for this man, for real. You know what, Gabriel? I'm just doing mathematics. Miss Klingensmith, my 5th grade teacher, she taught me. That's why I remembered her name. Out of all my teachers, out of every class I went through in my life, I only remembered Miss Klingensmith's name. And that's crazy. I never knew why her name is the only name I remembered out of all my teachers, because she's the one that taught me about math and money. That's all I needed to know. Gabriel says, I noticed that schools are preparing people to be in the workforce, to be a slave, man. Wow. Yes, that's how this is obvious to me. This is totally obvious to me. Schools are made to give you the basics to be a worker. You want to be a worker? Go to school. Now, I'm not saying not go to school. I'm not telling the little kids not to go to school. I'm saying that the schools teach you the basics: read, write, comprehension, nouns, pronouns, adjectives, bloggity blah, whatever, just the basics so you can function in the world. But what you do with those basic skills are totally up to you, and that's totally up to your parents. Like right now, this time right now, it's really testing the parents. With kids out of school, there's online. All the teachers are putting everything online. And by the way, if you're a teacher, I believe you deserve way more money than what you're getting paid right now. You're not even getting paid enough money. That teachers in this world should not be struggling. They should. But anyway, that's a different story. But right now, teaching the teachers are providing this online service. Now the parents have to follow through and get in there. It's on the parents' shoulders now to make sure their kids are following through. How many parents do you think are going to be pushing their kids through, making sure they're doing their homework? Good luck. A lot of kids are going to be failing. With school done halfway through this year, and school's not going to happen at all next year. It's not coming. School's canceled. Believe that. School is canceled for next year too. College, you can forget about college. That's canceled too. Luckily, most college is online. All right, you can do a lot of college online. NC Big says, I heard New Year just closed their school. I heard New Year just closed their school last week. Oh, New York. Okay. Oh, wow. They just closed their school last week. That's crazy. They did that late. All right, you guys. We've been going 3.5 hours. We did it for extra 30 minutes for Easter. How about that? So we're going to wrap this up, man. We've been going, you guys, excellent participation today. Thank you, everybody. Man, this was a wonderful session. I really appreciate you guys all, man. What's today? Sunday? I probably won't be on tomorrow, man. I usually take Monday, Tuesday, and probably Wednesday off. Gabriel says, and I thought it was going to be hard to be wealthy. Damn, right? Right, Gabriel? It's not even hard to become wealthy. It's not even hard. It's not even hard. Uber guy, man, where you been? What's up, man? Where you been? On the grind, I'm assuming. Uber guy, yeah, you got to be busy. You got to be busy right now. Busy. People talking about Uber drivers and Uber delivery, food delivery, all these food. Just think about it. All these food delivery jobs that people look down upon for people doing them. Now there's waiting lists for them. There's waiting lists for food delivery. Waiting lists. Crazy. See how the world just changes on the drop of a dime? Now toilet paper is worth more than gold. If somebody would have told you just a few months ago, say, hey man, what if I told you in the future that toilet paper is going to be worth more than gold? They would have looked at you like, they would have looked at me like I was nuts. Peace, y'all. Mark. All right, Mark. Uber guy says, me and my lady focus right now trying to get a plan together. That's what I'm talking about, man. Me and my woman work well together. But you got to remember, her and I have been prepping for this situation because I was conditioned to be ready for this by the universe. Okay. Trust me. I was prepped. I was being prepped for something that I didn't know was coming by the universe. So when this happened, I was like, ooh, wow, that's bad that people are dying. But does my life really change outside of the coronavirus part? No, not really. Not really. Me and my girl, we've worked out the kinks a few years ago, because trust me, there were some kinks. For you to be like right now, if you had a bad relationship before the coronavirus, before the quarantine, and now you're quarantined inside with the bad relationship, oh my God, that's got to be pure hell. That's got to be hell right now for you. Hell. I can't even imagine. So congratulations, Uber guy, man. I'm glad you and your woman are working out together and getting a plan together, because I can't even imagine two people, a couple that's debt-free with two separate jobs. Oh man, I can't even imagine how much money that would stack. So that money would stack so fast. So fast. All right, let me throw these things up here. Here's my email, just in case you guys want to reach out to me and maybe have a question or to thank me. Because, oh yeah, let me give a shout out to everybody. And I know you're in this room because you guys tell me in the email. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for writing me and telling me what I've done for you, that I've helped change your life in some way. I much appreciate it. You know, tell me keep going, even though you might not say anything, telling me to keep going. You know who you are. I very much appreciate it. It's comments like you, it's you guys in the chat room, it's the SMD family member that keep fuel me to keep going in the direction I'm going. So I appreciate you guys all. Thank you. There's my Cash App. Oops. There's my Cash App. There is my PayPal. Here is my my Facebook, Savings Minus Debt on Facebook. If you go to share my channel, this is all you got to do. Just tell them to Google hashtag Savings Minus Debt. You don't have to tell them anything else. As soon as they Google that hashtag, I'm the only one that's going to pop up in that Google search. Don't believe me? Test it. Open up your Google browser, put in the hashtag Savings Minus Debt. I will be the only one to populate in that search. All right. Please don't forget to hit that like button. My website scrolling along the bottom there. Please don't forget to subscribe. All right. You can follow me on Instagram at SavingsMinusDebt. I do a lot of funny memes. So if you catch me there, sometimes I pop on Instagram live every now and then, you know, so go ahead and add me there and turn on the alerts. So when I do pop on live, you can participate on sometimes on the Instagram live. So I much appreciate it. All right. But we are going to wrap it up here. Thank you, everybody, for participating. It's been wonderful. Let me make sure I don't miss any last minute, because sometimes things pop in late. All right. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this now. All right. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, peace, love, and stay safe out there. Get you a mask, all that. All right. Have a nice day. Oh, Gabriel? I do have a Twitter, but I'm never on Twitter. I don't really have time to do that Twitter thing. I don't know. All right, you guys have a good one. Later.